Dude, I love this map.
Think
Every
we're
time I
looking
see a
pretty
map
good.
or like
Yeah.
this stuff, because I used to backpack so much, I always feel like every time I see Bolivia, I'm like, why haven't I been in
Why
Bolivia?
haven't you been
Why am I not
Bolivia?
in Bolivia? Why am I here?
Dude, Harlan came into mine, and in my New York City, there's a way bigger map and like way clear countries. And he's you got to look at it. You just say draws the eye, right? It's a
Exactly.
map. And I go, which one of these you been to? He goes, all of them. And I was
Yeah.
like, no, which ones? He goes, oh, buddy, all of them.
Really?
I was like, what?
But I've been through a lot.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
All in Europe and stuff. But sometimes, you'll see something that you haven't heard of, but you see it on a map and you're like, actually, this seems dope.
Yeah, sometimes it's like the Guyanas and those. It was like, oh, that's there. Oh, I was in
Yeah.
Indonesia and I was like, he goes, you're gonna go see Komodo dragons? I was like, where are those? He goes, in this country. And I was like, oh, where? He goes, like 2 islands over. And I was like,
Exactly.
what? It's been a dream. He goes, well, how did you not know? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know where it was.
That's not the videos I see. All I see from Indonesia is the white chicks in Bali doing a travel blog.
What a different vibe. It's
Exactly.
Komodo Island and the Indonesian Bali dress
Oh,
up
yeah.
girls.
Dude, when I went to Bali and I saw all those Australian people tearing up that city, just partying, and all the local Indonesians hating on them, I remember being like, well, the bombings make sense.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Oh, I thought, fuck.
Yeah, I know. I think it does. But it doesn't.
That's not exactly a lottery. That's not exactly all right, let's pick a spot.
Yeah, it's not. I do want to do one of those.
Where you put then you go?
Yeah, I need more time. And just go like, let's
I
go.
know.
And then just go right to the airport. I need like a 2 weeks. I should have done this in
I know.
June when I was
My
off.
next travel dream was when I was talking to a guy. It was in Spain, and I was talking to a guy who's also a backpacker at the hostel.
Yeah.
And he talks to me about he only takes boats.
Wow.
And I go, huh? And in my head, I see it's like a waste of time, no? But then he tells me about this, imagine when you arrive to a country, it's like when you arrive by plane, the airport, the checking in, you get then you go straight to the city. That's a whole different experience that also the human race has only experienced. We're the first generation, by the way,
Of
just
what?
to be
Planes?
like,
Yeah.
Of course, air travel existed more, but generation, we're the first one that are actually, you
Easy
connect,
peasy.
you put the shoes off the thing. But by boat or by train, that's, if you arrive ashore, that ignites a different part of your nervous system that generationally goes back. It's like riding a horse.
My dad came here on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people have done
FOB.
that. I don't know, 1,000? Maybe?
1492?
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah.
But at least multiple
600.
generations of that feeling of reaching ashore. And imagine how also...
It is cooler when you get a land border or ocean border.
Ocean border. And imagine how you experience the country. You come in from a whole different angle, a whole different experience. And it's like riding a horse,
Yeah.
Like when you ride a horse, there's a part in the back of your DNA that activates, where you go, oh, this synergy has existed for a long time between this animal and me, Same thing with, I think, with when you go by boat. So this guy's explaining, then I start reading books. But it's a millionaire thing more.
That's probably why I get hard when I ride horses.
Because you've fucked them.
I don't know. I got to talk to the neuroscientist about that, but there's something there.
There's a connection there.
There's a connection.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's the next thing I want to do.
You ever get a boner when you're cuddling with a dog in the morning?
When a cat sits on my lap and starts massage, cats do that.
It's involuntary.
Cats start doing this thing, When you start doing this thing around my dick, no matter what species you
How
are,
come chicks aren't doing that more? Just
there'll be a reaction. Oh yeah, chicks are the chicks never know what.
Get with it, chicks.
Yeah,
Up your game.
dude, a cat, on your lap with the rear feet,
It's like,
massage.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, so
hard as a
soft.
rock, brother.
You ever get like a super hot chick and then you don't get as hard
Oh,
as like for a
100%.
fat chick, and the super hot chick says, "What's going on?" You're like, "Right? I don't know."
I know, 100%. I love us. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, when you cuddle a fat chick and you feel that, you put your dick. Okay, anyway. It's like when it's. Anyway. It's just softer and better, and it feels
softer.
better. It
It's
feels
softer.
better. When I feel a bone on your body,
yeah, you don't want that.
you don't want that.
Yeah, it looks good on.
I want
looks good in pictures.
I want I want a fatty bombati on her period, so she's
On her
sweating.
period.
So she's sweating in bed. That heat. It's like a
Wait.
radiator.
What?
Have you ever cuddled with a
with a what's it called? With a not a bleeding one. There's a word
Jesus in heat?
for it. In heat. Yeah. Wait, they get hotter?
Hot, sweaty, hot, like a radiator.
That's
dude.
not a thing.
Well, I'm from a cold country. It's definitely a thing. Trust me, I know more about heat sources than you.
Fair.
Trust me.
Welcome to You Be Trippin, everybody. It's a travel podcast, the only travel podcast that has been endorsed by the Eastern Bloc country as not harsh enough. My guest today is the new number one Ari in town, Ari Matt.
Oh, the new number one. It is hilarious.
2 decades being the only Ari.
Well, those
in
Ari
comedy.
Manis.
No one gave a fuck about him, and they still don't. He had to rebrand all his Ari number 2s to Ari number 3s.
Also, Ari Matti, Ari Manis.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a
that's
nightmare
close.
for this
yeah,
guy.
You're,
If I'm a spy, he's like, why'd you pick this name? Like, did you literally Google?
yeah.
Yeah.
Today's episode is sponsored by Messikop. When you're looking for imported chocolates, look no further than Messikop. It's what does that mean? Like humane?
Honeycomb.
No, up there.
What,
The little frog
what
thing.
does it mean? It means it's the best in the world, probably. Oh,
Like
Rainforest Alliance.
okay, so like they don't like cut down trees for this.
Yeah.
Honeycomb. We'll eat some in a second. Ari, thanks for joining us.
Thanks,
I
man.
would say, am I the first? Probably not. Am I the first American comic you met? No.
Of course not. But
Yeah.
the way I met you was definitely a very weird. I was doing gigs with William Childress in Cambodia.
Yeah.
And you were
He's
in the audience.
number one architect comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Exactly.
say number one.
architect comedian, yeah. Also, have you had him on? You know he has a crazy story.
I have had him on about,
You know he used to live in Myanmar.
yeah.
You know that?
No, that's where I met him. He gave me all these tips from Myanmar. While he's living in Myanmar, brought me to Thailand.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
He lived a crazy one too.
He's doing opium at the fucking...
Oh, I didn't know.
Wait,
if you
which
talk-
one
that's
did I
the,
do
that's,
with
that's the one I
William
wanted to bring
Childress?
up immediately, but yes,
Opium?
the opium.
He's not hiding
I
from
But
it.
I didn't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's an architect somewhere, company.
I mean, what happened in another country, it doesn't really count. I actually don't know the rules of business.
You did Cambodia.
Cambodia. He did Cambodia. Okay, so we're going to have a bunch of Cambodias.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
O'Neill's just got back from Cambodia. He's going to do that. But yeah, we met in Phnom Penh or Siem Reap.
Siem Reap, near Siem Reap, like in a fucking lobby.
What a weird
I know.
gig. Indoor, outdoor.
It was,
Which
yeah,
you only usually see in pools, rarely in comedy clubs.
indoor, outdoor. I mean, one of those expat gigs.
Yeah.
Where it's all weird people. There was a couple of Estonians there, I remember.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Then there's an old German guy I played pool with that night that I'm pretty sure was a on the run. You know they do that a
That is
lot.
Cambodia.
You know they do that a lot, right?
What? You go on the run?
No,
Play
not
pool.
They go to like.
Those areas. Oh, yeah, I'm aware.
I used to have a bit like if you get in trouble in America for or any sexual, you go to France.
Right.
But you get trouble in there, then you go to Estonia. We're the next in line.
What do you guys...
And if you get in trouble in Estonia, that's where you go to the jungle. That's where you're in Siem Reap in a
Then you wanna
pool
be-
bar watching a comedy show at 70 years old, you fucking German. I was 100% sure he's... Because he kept not saying what he does or why he's here.
He just smiles.
And then when I was in Siem Reap, I was training mixed martial arts at this gym. I remember I was there for 6 months. Then I met another German guy. He's like at the local newspaper. You can still Google this guy's name. He's always like in jail for 2 months for and then they can't get any money and there's no funding, so they just go fucking get out of here.
What? For what?
Yeah, he's like a
Who's going to fund that? What do you mean they can't get funding?
like they want the
From the
money.
government?
They want the
Government
money. They want the
sponsorship?
money. They want the money from the German guy. But then the German guy, I'm sure, calls the embassy and they're like, we're not gonna hook you up. And then the Cambodia, they don't have funding from their government. It's not like a secure system of fucking. They just want money from you, you know.
Who?
The cop. The cop puts you in the jail.
For
He just-
yeah. I didn't know who you're talking about.
Sorry,
I did love in Cambodia, I guess Phnom Penh, it was like you go to these, it's just like sex bars, and it's a bunch of 65-year-old white men smiling. And they're either fucking young boys or young girls.
Exactly.
Usually in their 20s. But then there's always the other thing where they're like, we don't judge here. We all came to the same place.
There's a second floor to that bar always. Yeah,
Right,
there's the
right.
second floor where you can. It's on the
So
menu.
Siem Reap, that was fun. I remember they had a tower of beer.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
go up. I was taking 4 months off, and then William was like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, "I'm not." Here's what I was afraid of: bombing and then having to sit with a bomb for the next 3 months traveling around Southeast Asia. And I'm like, I can't let that be my last set.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
If
true.
I was going up the next day, I'd be like, sure, I'd love to go up.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
terrible room for comedy.
One of the worst rooms I've ever done in my life, yeah.
But they put you up in that place?
Yeah, I remember. I was opening for William. I was on the road with him, and then you were hanging around.
You crushed, I think. I remember just
Yeah,
vibe.
I was like literally 3 years in or something.
Wow.
But you were my first, definitely, and I would say maybe the only. I don't meet a lot backpacking comedians because you're a guy who has that in his blood.
Yeah, we were
and
backpacking. We were hustling.
I'm like a backpack type of guy, even to this day. Like I don't like stuff. I just
You're
like,
not a roller bagger. You're a backpacker.
Yeah.
You see the roller bag people, they're different.
What is gonna happen? Yeah, exactly. I need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Nothing more than I love is just
Go.
having a backpack and going.
Yeah. The roller bag doesn't give you cobblestone street like.
Every time I have stuff around me, I'm always stressed about the stuff. I'm like, fuck, I gotta move my stuff
How
around.
fucking great is it when you're down to just one backpack? It's so freeing.
Oh, yeah. That whole time when I did that Cambodia, I think I was 3-4 years maybe, just in Thailand, Cambodia. I did Australia at that time, and I did all the Indonesia. I did all the circuits there, all the comedy circuits.
Wow. So comedy brought you around places, gave you a little extra cash.
I was backpacking before, but it gave me an extra. Like now, you can also go to places like Kuala Lumpur. I wouldn't go there as a backpacker, but you definitely go there for a gig.
Also, the gigs like you get a little nicer room
A little nicer
one
room,
night.
yeah.
It's like, oh, real shower?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I love hostels. I don't mind.
Yeah.
That's what you learn about backpacking the most is like your stuff doesn't matter. Like you think you need this pillow, this circumstance, this fucking AC. You think you need that. But if you're so tired from fucking arguing with an Indonesian cop, you can't find a flight, the letters are wrong. Once you get to that bed with a fan and 16 people, you pass out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
you pass the fuck out.
Yeah, or you pay the extra $1 for AC. But the fan's fine.
Fan's
You
fine.
just get used to it.
Yeah.
And then how little you know. And if somebody's like, you want this t-shirt? I'm like, yeah, sure. This is a cool t-shirt. Let me see what I have to throw away now.
Oh,
Because I'm already full on room.
always full on room. Yeah.
I love when they try to sell you shit. Like, they're like, you want this blanket? I'm like, buddy, I have to lose a pair of jeans. To get
Exactly.
this blanket. I don't need it.
And there's no blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool though. And then when they told me here, they're like, there's this guy Ari Matt, and I'm like, and then I saw him like, oh no, I know him. They're like,
Yeah.
from where? I'm like, Cambodia.
I know.
And he goes like, what?
Yeah, it's so weird. William's life is crazy, dude. I love that guy.
He rules.
Yeah, he fucking rules.
Hey guys, I got to break into this. Is it crooked? It's pretty close. This week's episode, I'll let you know about Ari Matti. He's a great stand-up comedian who I met in Cambodia. I believe we're going to annex them. The government is going to annex them pretty quickly. I've decided to start, hey, little tip, tell me what you think. I've decided to stop saying Trump's going to do this or the Democrats do this. Instead, I just go the government. You know, it just lets you know, like, it's just them. I don't care. I don't care who you say is in charge. The government's going to annex Cambodia. It's pretty funny. You can put your own name on it. Ari's going to be in Zany, Chicago, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. If you want to see his dates, do not check out his website. This is perhaps the worst website I've ever seen in my life. You guys legitimately have to see it. Go to arimatti.com. For no reason at all, it just says it's made by WordPress. That's the most featured thing on his website, that it's made by WordPress. And it says 2025, which that might be an auto update because I can't imagine someone who has done that now. The pictures are all out of date. It's wild. It's wild. He's got clearly somebody made like a picture for him and he was impressed by it a long time ago. It says Ari Matti Mustonen live, and yet there's no dates. It features a picture of him, a cartoon picture of him, and then another picture of him, and then his bio is first and foremost. What year was this made, Ari? You're nuts. Hailing from Estonia and just returned from a year in Vancouver, Canada. Out of date like crazy. Ari Matti, and then the word goes over his ear so you can't really see it. Mustonen has a bright future ahead of him. What a chump thing to say. What a not current comic thing to say. With enough on stage energy to power a small town and punchlines to match. Fucking loser you are, Ari. Come on, you're giving our name a fucking bad rap. Ari's been enthralling audiences around the world. This sounds like an Edinburgh. Stories about life growing up in Eastern Europe. Ari Matti, also known as, say it again, bro. Is the most Finnish sounding name ever. You do know what Finnish name sounds like, right? It's making me mad. A mixture of mad and sadness, I guess, for him and his website. And then it says again, Ari has recently returned from a year in Vancouver, Canada. He worked as a feature act and headliner for the Yuck Yucks and Comedy Mix. Comedy Mix is no longer open, by the way. Neither is Yuck Yucks in Vancouver. Dude. As a highlight of his time, he self-promoted and performed his hour imported goods at the Rio Theater in Vancouver, selling 350 seats. You gotta look it up. You gotta look it up. Then the links. Oh, the links are fucking wild. Okay. Let's get this here. The links are wild. The Twitter's first. It goes to the Matti podcast. Then you got Facebook. Let's see what that opens on. You got to log in. Then we got Instagram. Okay. What? Sorry, this page isn't available. And then YouTube. Let's see what we got on this. Ari Matti Mustonen. Let's see. Last video uploaded 4 months ago. It's a highlight of Whitney Cummings. Okay. That's just regular bad. Ari's other passion is martial arts. He's become a fan. Appearance. Okay, here's one from Glenn Wool. Glenn Wool. Ari's a great stand-up. He has an enviable fairness. He's going to make many, many people laugh all over the world. Glenn Wool, great comic. Great comedy wit, internationally appealing. Chris Franklin, Bogan. Appearance credits include the 2016 Laugh Factory competition. And the 2016 Comedy Conference in London. Radio 2. And then Podcast of the Year, 2017. And then his Estonian bio, which, it opens up a new Comedy Estonia. Oh, my God. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Sorry, this page isn't available for his... Bro, this is like... And then there's a bunch of pictures of you. Gay. Wow, bro. Now let's go over to my website where you can see all my dates. AriShaffir.com. You can get merch, tour, specials. It's actually not that great either. But see all my dates. I just was in Atlanta and Portland. By the way, if you have a record for me to sign, you want to bring it, show a door guy when you come into a club. Or if it's a theater, which I'll be doing in Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary, and Edmonton in April, and in Anchorage in June. I think that's it. There'll be a separate wristband at the door. Show your record at the door, and then there'll be a separate wristband, which will allow you to hang out for like 20 minutes after the show, everybody to clear out, and then I'll come out and sign them. I also will have signed grinders. They're in the other room, but they're cool looking. 2 different ones. I'll keep going. And you can get those signed. Get them at the shows at the merch line. I will not be out there, but I will sign them ahead of time. 2 different ones. These are not signed, but they will be. Ari Shaffir's Fine Quality Goods. That's one. And then the other one is the Ari Shaffir Third Eye Smoking. Available, both designs in black and green. Those are also available on my site, but they won't be signed like they will at the venues. I'm going to be those places: Fort Lauderdale, Orlando in March, San Jose in March as well. I think that's it. Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I've talked about everything. Then I'm off the road. Goodbye. Also, this is not... Also, Ari Shaffir's renamed Storytelling Show. We're still renaming the show. Will Tickets are almost gone, so hurry up and get them at arishaffir.com. The pre-sale is now over, and you can get tickets. Every show is going to be great. No more than one show per night per person. If we see you coming in on someone else's ticket, you'll be like, no refund and stuff. You'll just be like not allowed in. But one show per night is fine. If you want to come to more than one show, you're welcome to. Dress up. Don't dress like a slob like this. Look at this fucking college shirt. Come on. Do better, Ari. And that's it. I got lots of merch and everything. And we're still going to try to send somebody around the world, but I haven't looked at the submissions yet. Send it to the Instagram account, You Be Trippin Pod. Not my Instagram account. I don't really look at those. I see them once in a while. I'm like, no, that's not it. The You Be Trippin Pod Instagram account or the email address. And that's it. Let's get back to the episode. Ari Matti.
Yeah, I do love being on but the next thing I want to do is that boat thing. But that's for comedy. It's so hard because it takes so much. That's what time is.
In between, yeah.
It's literally years that you need to be on and if you want to do it properly,
A few weeks in between there.
Minimum, at least, a few weeks.
But it'd be cool, too, just to be on a boat. Catch your food.
100%.
Anyway, where do you want to go today? Where are we talking about?
Okay,
so you're going to be on this podcast a bunch of times. You're one of the traveler comedians. So it's
but everybody's done so many cool countries here. So
we've already done like 5th, 40. What are we at?
Something like that. Let me check.
35. I don't know, wherever we're at. But it's like, we've done
now I gotta go to Afghanistan.
We've done Australia.
Just to be cool on Ari's podcast. Now I gotta go to.
Dude, I already have 2 Afghanistans in the can.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Wait. Pause. USO. USO.
So we did.
Do you mean USO or Afghanistan? Like somebody went over there.
Julia Gadarati went to Afghanistan, and then I got Saad.
Not USO.
Saad Mosani, who is runs the media corporations in Afghanistan. He's
Okay.
Yeah, not USO.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, sometimes guys, dude, I've met so many.
USO? You keep calling it USO? I like it.
I met so many American comedians who are like, "Oh yeah, I went to Japan. I did the naval base. Oh wow, what a Japanese."
What are Japanese like? They're all tough.
Yeah, they're tough.
They're all tough and white.
Yeah, well, the brothel was great. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I've had a few things. Afghanistan, surprisingly. Amsterdam, I had to stop. No more Amsterdams. It's all I got too high.
I got too high. I was in the red light district and I fucked a child.
Yeah. I wish I haven't got that story yet. When am I going to get a who's willing to talk about it?
The term is changing,
To what?
Are standing up for their right now. You've read about this?
No.
You've heard about this?
You heard about this? You know this? You
On Reddit, apparently. My friend sends me these fucking things. They're like, apparently don't like the word anymore.
Yeah, let's make sure they're comfortable.
Exactly. Just like you can't call trans people trannies anymore. Same thing with, Now they're like age affluent,
Should we keep this up here or should we eat it?
You could keep it up there.
Let's keep it up here.
If you eat this on mic, this is the worst thing to eat on mic. It's honeycomb chocolate. But it's one of the best chocolates you've ever put in your mouth, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah. Just so you know. I gave this to Brian Redman. He's moving to Estonia. He's buying real estate there, opening up another club with 2 high ceilings.
I have a joke about Redman because he saw me at the Comedy Store once and I was like a bit thinner of my up and down. He goes, damn, if I was weighed as much as you do, I would just binge all the time. And I was like, you were my weight and you did binge all the time.
I love how fat people say always, if I was you.
As if
he had no legs.
Yeah, like you have Skittles in your mouth as you're talking to me.
This is a very solvable situation.
Yeah, where are we going? Let's find a place. Where are we headed? So we're going to go back to Cambodia another time.
Let's go to Canada.
Canada we have not had.
Let's go to Canada. The Great Leaf.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because a lot of people say it's Greater America, which to a degree it is.
Yeah.
But it's different.
Yeah, it's very different actually.
What were you doing there? Where'd you go? Where'd you stay?
I moved to when the backpack thing started for me.
Yeah.
I started doing. I've done every working holiday visa. Do you know about this? Have you heard about this?
Have you heard of this? You know about this?
Working holiday visas. These are things that European Union, inshallah, European Union, inshallah.
I'm getting my Romanian passport.
What?
Moving on.
Oh, like e-residency, so you can have.
Yeah.
That's a good move, by the way.
Yeah.
So then you can go to the line of the stars. British people are not in that line anymore.
Yeah.
The British people used to ruin our line because they're like animals,
They are animals.
They're all bloated, screaming. But
do you think they're the fattest European? Brits?
The most disgusting, definitely. Not the fat that...
Include Scottish. They might be the fattest. Which country's fatter
Actually, you're
than the
100%
UK?
sure. They're an empire. Every country that has invaded other countries is fat.
Yeah, they're like the extra.
Yeah, France kind of got away with it. I don't know what
Wales
happened.
considered to have the highest. Wales.
Oh, Wales.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. They're on an island. They don't get to walk around a lot. You just fucking...
That's the UK. Wow.
So now
Yeah.
the United Kingdom people, they go to the line of the fucking other passports.
Yeah, now they have to deal with it.
Eat
That's the
shit.
Brexit problem.
Exactly. So that's a great idea for you to have. So we joined the European Union, you know. We were very lucky. There's some countries that went with the Russian mentality when the Soviet Union collapsed.
Yeah.
Went with it, and now
Went
they're
to what? They went to
Like-
Russia.
not to Russia, but you went with it's like Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Dagestan. They're all
I want to go to those.
100%. I can't go because then I'll be fucking. I can come here.
Oh, really?
Of course, yeah. I can't go to Iran or Cuba either. Dude, what I'm.
Really? It's going to affect your green card if you just go to any of those places?
I wanted to go to when we were in Miami. I was opening for Tony Hinchcliffe. I wanted to go to Cuba because it's just a boat, and I'm fascinated by the culture.
Flights too. They have 10 flights a day.
No, I'm literally about to buy
Yeah.
the thing, and I asked my immigration lawyer. He goes, "Oh yeah, you want to go to the place where they're putting the new missiles? Sure, go ahead.
Wow.
You won't come back."
Yeah, I'm trying to get this guy on the podcast, and he goes, "Hey, no, I can't come to America right now because I did business in Afghanistan, so they won't let me in anymore."
I know a guy who went to study. He's a chef. He went to study these dumplings in Iran.
Yeah.
He couldn't come and see my Madison Square Garden gig.
Really?
He couldn't.
This is why you need 2 passports. One for
Terrorism.
one for the Arab countries,
One for terrorism.
Israel and other places, one for terrorism, one for non.
One for terrorism.
Yeah.
You fuck kids, Cambodia.
Yeah. What were you doing in Cambodia? I wasn't. There's no proof of that on my U.S.
Exactly,
passport.
on my U.S. passport.
Yeah.
In my Romanian passport.
Oh, where they don't frown on these things?
I'm a who sells uranium to governments.
Yeah. All you see that? No, I was just traveling looking for accordions.
Ari, never heard of him.
Yeah.
So that's a great idea. So then you can do these working holiday visas, which is meant for ages from 18 to 30.
Yeah.
It's meant to boost the local. It's basically you want legal slaves.
Slaves, yeah.
You want legal slaves. You want these.
They do it in America for picking weed, like seasonal. Come to Modesto or whatever
In California.
California. Yeah.
It's called the Hills.
Oh.
Trust me. As an
You've done it?
I can't say anything.
Really, you can't say that. It's
As an
legal there.
immigrant? No, actually, I haven't done it. But as an immigrant, I know every. I actually had a girlfriend whose ex-boyfriend got murdered there.
No.
Mm-hmm. You know they do really shady shit up
Yeah, they
there.
put them up in massive
And
dorms.
it's all Colombian drug dealers that fucking get these young German backpackers. They in the ass and then put you on a field. And if you say something, they kill you. So
Wait.
how fun is that? Picking weed, the most relaxed, the most chill drug in the world, has the most crazy. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Explain the order. Migrate across the state.
See, trimmigans. Yeah, they trim.
Yeah,
See,
I knew an Italian lady.
Let's
who did
go. Even AI knows what's up. Nearly half of
That. I mean,
whom are
even
women.
AI, I know they're everything. What?
These workers are especially vulnerable to sexual violence. It's called City.
Up there, it's called City.
I don't know if that's true, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you might as well.
Wow. So
So-
wait, they fuck the dudes in the butt and then put them in a field.
Everybody gets fucked. Everybody. And there's no right, and because you do it with a tourist visa, that's not
Right. So
that's
you're
like-
allowed to come, but you have to work. You have to trim.
and you have the tourist visas. It's all cash. You're not even a real person. You know, so you don't have any of the rights. Yeah, there's that. Then there's the au pair. Au pair is very popular for American visa.
Uh-huh.
Chicks come and raise your babies because
And
you
then they
guys
fuck the
don't like.
dad.
They fuck the dad.
Yeah.
Dude,
Create
if
a
I was
wedge. That's what
dude,
Juno
if I
was.
was an American father, no way I'm not getting an Estonian fucking no rights.
Yeah. You want someone from Eastern Bloc countries who know how to keep their mouth shut.
They don't.
They
yeah.
know the benefit of not spreading.
I used to have a bit about
truth.
those perverts that go to Thailand and they get like a Thai wife. They don't speak the language and then they see. It's because a lot of older men want to find a woman, want to find the women they grew up with.
Yeah.
So that's why you sometimes get an immigrant woman, because now these new American women, they're on blogs, they have the rights, they vote, they like tell you what they think,
Yeah.
They're like, I think about,
Let's get to Canada.
Oh, this is all.
Yeah. So you have a worker's permit.
So I did Australia.
Yeah. Picking oranges?
I did.
What'd you
dude,
do?
I stole money and fucking everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually started comedy there. I was supposed to go into those cotton gin farms, but the farm work was just, dude, I can't do spots. I have to do comedy.
Oh, right. You're
So
too
then-
far out.
Yeah, and I actually met you. This is after the whole Cambodia debacle. I met you in Australia too when you did the Comics Lounge. I remember.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
had a guest spot on your show now. Did I remember it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn,
And then the MC goes, Ari, and does a pause. And of course, people think, because you're the headliner there.
There's you.
Yeah. And then I go out there and I'm like, I'm from Estonia. I was so confused.
Everyone's like, is the guy we came to see not coming?
Exactly.
And then they all go like, where's my ticket?
Exactly.
Did I buy the wrong one? Wait, that's crazy. I met you in 2 other countries before here.
And then you had a great joke about how you don't know any, like, you know, the trans people. You don't know any trans people that are not mentally ill. Like you said that bit about that. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Did I do there?
Yeah.
I did. There's no trans people that are mentally ill.
You said they're all fucking crazy. Everyone I've known is literally insane.
That was not one of my bets.
It was.
Really?
You actually said
wanna
kill all
hear.
trans, and then you had merch. And then you had,
Now I remember.
yes, and then you had the merch, #kill trans.
Hashtag kill all trans.
That was your
I was
thing
trying to
back
get
in the
that's
day.
yeah, because hashtags were bigger then.
You were very
was
popular.
Twitter
back in
days.
the- yeah, you were on Twitch.
Hi guys, today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. It's my favorite underwear. I'm gonna go out on a limb. It's not even a limb. I know what I'm wearing. I always fucking wear it. Sheath. That logo means sheath. Does it say sheath anywhere? It's got nothing to do with this belly. Just say sheath on the thing. Anyway, that logo is sheath. Some of them says it. Dude, this guy sent me, he saved my balls so many times. It's got a pouch inside a pouch. So what you do is, I don't know if you guys get this. Your dick and balls are not as big as mine, so you might not suffer from what I suffer. But my balls hit up against the, I got to show you this. This part. I know, it doesn't seem realistic, but it is. It hits up against this part, and it chafes and chafes and chafes, especially when I'm hiking, especially when I'm in other countries hiking. So what you do with the sheath, it has this little pouch, and your balls go in the pouch, and there's got a little hole here, and your dick goes into the hole. And so the dick doesn't, this is scientific, the dick doesn't go up and down like that, where it will chafe. It just kind of stays in there. And the balls don't get a chance to connect, on a hot day anyway, to your thighs. No chafing. That's why I use it. Actually, when I do my Guatemala episode, you just got to just do an ad for that one because it saved me in Guatemala. I was in Fort Worth, and I was like, can you send me some? I forgot to bring any, and I'm about to go. He sent me some, I think he had a plant in Dallas or Austin or somewhere. I don't know. And he sent me 4 pairs. I didn't have enough underwear. Who doesn't plan to go to Guatemala without underwear? But it was all a hiking country, and man, it fucking saved me. When I'm skiing also, keeps those balls tight, bro. The last thing you want is fucking, Christmas bells playing between your legs while you're in a winter wonderland. Don't just take my word for it. Join the thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Sheath. Head over to sheath.com and upgrade your underwear game today. There's not even a promo code. You actually don't need one. It's just great underwear. It's funny that somebody asked me recently, Zolo asked me, he's like, are there any ads that you actually love? And I was like, Sheath. I fucking use that shit. They're great underwear. Anyway, whatever. Do what you want in your lives. I'm just telling you, it's one that I use regardless. Oh no, there is a promo code. 100% money back guarantee for the first pair. Sheath is devoted to helping you find what works best for you. Use code TRIPPIN to save 20% off your order at sheath.com. Dude, if you just listen to the end of this fucking podcast, you just saved 20% on your first order and free shipping. Wow, I was ready to sell it to you for nothing. And now you get an extra 20% off that just for listening to the end. Save your balls, save your thighs, save your dick. Don't get chafing. Guys, if you get chafing enough, it's going to look like herpes. You want to have to tell a chick, no, it's not herpes. It's just chafing from my fucking big dick scraping against my stupid fucking underwear. No, you don't want that. So use Sheath. I can't do this anymore. Save 20% at sheath.com. Use promo code TRIPPIN. Let's get back to the episode. Hi, guys. Ari Shaffir here to tell you a little bit about something about my friends and what they've noticed about me. What they've noticed is that I don't like paying too much for anything. And they said, Ari, there's something about you that doesn't like overpaying. I can't put my finger on it. What is it? What is that thing that makes you not like to pay too much? I don't know. I'll figure it out. In the meantime, Mint Mobile is here to tell you to not spend too much on your wireless service. That's right. Mint Mobile is your answer. It's your answer for paying a reasonable amount for just cell phone service. Guys, Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. Yeah, that's right. All plans come with a high-speed data, unlimited talk, and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. Niana from YMH uses it at the front desk. Yeah. She loves it. Sometimes I go in there and be like, hey, did you save any money today? She goes, why do you ask that? Why is that always the first thing that you ask? I don't know. The point is, let's get back to this Mint Mobile read. If you like your money, Mint Mobile's for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/trippin. That's mintmobile.com/trippin. Upfront payments of $45 for 3 months, 5 gigabit plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for detail. Guys, I'm Ari Shaffir, and my people have approved this message. Now, let's get back to the episode. The Booth Boys just suggested, so I want to do some theme episodes too.
Uh-huh.
And so it'll be like trains, hostels, different things. They
That's great
just
idea.
suggested doing work visas as a theme.
Uh-huh.
Like shift this episode hard
Uh-huh.
and go work visas.
Uh-huh.
What's your feelings?
Because the Booth Boys are here, I don't want to express my real opinion.
No.
But
It's a suggestion, or they would have stopped.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
you
great
seem
idea.
reluctant to talk about Canada.
Yeah,
so,
you're
you know.
really good.
Oh, no, let's go. I don't know.
Okay.
You ask me. Now you my fault?
Look at him. This is what they do in the Eastern European countries. No, it was him. Take him. Take his sister.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Canada. So I did the working holiday. I've done it in Australia. I've done every country.
Yeah.
I've done the UK one. America doesn't have that program. You don't. Okay. So I went to Canada.
Yeah.
To Vancouver to do it. I waited. When you apply, you get that visa. It's 365 days you have time to enter the country. I entered on the 365th day, 2 hours before that visa expired,
And then you get it for how long?
for 1 year.
So
No,
start
for-
any time and you get a year for when you start.
Exactly.
Wow.
And I picked by Vancouver because I missed the flight from New York to Toronto.
So how'd you get to Vancouver then? Is that Vancouver Island?
Because
No.
the visa expired at 12 o'clock.
Where'd you come from? Which way did you come
New
from?
York. I connected. I was
Okay.
thinking I'm going to just chill and have fun.
Yeah.
And, then you start having fun, whatever. I extended. And then I waited till the last day. Got to Vancouver. I knew nothing about it. Went to a hostel. And when you sleep in the lobby and they keep waking you up because there's no sleeping in the lobby. But the check-in time is at 3. This is 6 a.m. I have 9
So you gotta
hours.
wait. You think they'd have like a quiet room for people who get there too early? Because it's
Yeah,
it's
the
not
quiet
first
room's
time
called
it's
a
happened.
room that you have to pay for, which
Yeah.
I didn't want to do.
Yeah, right.
That's called the
They're
quiet
like
room.
you pay for the day ahead. You're like,
Exactly.
I'm on a budget. I'm on a fucking budget. Or they go, if you mess with the towels, it's $10. Like,
Exactly.
fuck off.
Exactly.
Don't even give me the towels.
Yeah.
Just don't even give it to me.
So that's how I got there. And the way I found dude, rent was so expensive. When you're
Vancouver, they fucked the fucking rent. All these goddamn Chinese. Possible edit.
the Chinese. See, we don't agree on a lot.
They're buying up all the property, and then they're just there's no apartments.
We don't-
So everything goes up.
We don't agree on a lot. You don't like trans people. I love them. You hate them. You say from river to the sea. I say
the
both.
sea to the river.
I say both sides have their reasons.
You say nuke them all.
But one thing we agree on 100% is fuck the Chinese.
Fuck the Chinese. God damn, they suck. Vancouver, it's being ruined.
Do you understand that in Vancouver there's these 2 towers that look like Tom Cruise could do a mission in them?
Yeah.
They're like so beautifully architect built, and they're all empty. You never see a light on because they're all investment apartments that are bought. And they used to be actually.
Wouldn't it maybe?
Look at these towers. I mean, every year
And
there's
they're
new
empty.
ones.
Yeah, that's
They're
beautiful.
all empty because these are all just money laundering.
But wouldn't they
fucking-
make money renting them out?
Absolutely.
Double the
No,
money?
absolutely, you do. But Ari, we're talking about trillions of dollars
So they
of
just need to buy.
investments.
They don't want to get involved.
Then you
right.
get a guy in there who's going to kid, and now there's the lawsuit. There's a
Right.
body you got to get rid of. Of course.
It's a dark episode, yeah.
Of course. It's like why there's no Starbucks in Estonia. You know why? If you do Starbucks in Estonia, it's going to make money like that.
Okay.
but the money worth the effort. Eat ass. We're not going to open up. I have to open up a. Then I have to get legislation.
None of what you're saying makes sense to me.
No, it does.
Okay. Oh, it does. All right.
It does.
Wait, the money to get it started?
Even to have the meeting. Of
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Let me just explain to you what you said. You're like, you're gonna make so much money, but to get started, eat ass. What would I glean from that?
See, this is what my business manager tells me all the time. He doesn't know which direction we're going.
Yeah.
No, I mean like the even the meeting we have to open this department
Too much.
is too much already of my time to spend to make. I don't know how much money Starbucks a year gonna make in Estonia with all the fees of opening, all the
$1 million pesos, or whatever the fuck you use.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know it's a fan card.
Same thing with filling the guys with filling the apartments with somebody who rents.
Do you know they opened a subway, a kosher subway in Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, and
Wow.
And they use the subway, mentality there, Subway sandwiches, and they're like, all right, the cups, you buy the cup, you fill it up, and they just didn't understand Jews. Because we would just leave with our cup and come back the next day. If you see a friend, like, don't buy a cup here. They didn't sell a single large in 3 years. It was all smalls.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my
It's
God.
like when
they
they
just did not
introduced
plan.
self-checkout to Estonia. It took us like 5 years to be like, well, you're bankrupting the store.
Yeah. Oh, that self-checkout's a dream.
Self-checkout as a backpacker, brother.
God.
Dude, in Australia, I would literally go to Whole Foods. One time, me and my girlfriend wanted to have a party, and we put speakers on threw us carrots. Boop, bop, beep, bop.
You weighed them as carrots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so,
Fucking
that's
$7.
so
Okay,
great.
Canada!
Yeah. Here's a tip, by the way, for all the backpackers. Uber Eats, you're in another country. Hey, it never came. You do that twice, they go, hey, we're taking away your account. Like, sick, I'm not staying here.
Or the local app. There's always a local app. Foodie, Booty, Deliveroo. Banned on all those.
I asked my friend once, and I was like, wait, does that come out of the driver's pay or out of Uber Eats? And he goes, I'm busy eating. Anyway, go ahead.
And it doesn't, by the way.
Okay, nice.
That's the warranty they have, yeah.
So Canada. So you get to Vancouver. Your hostel. How are the hostels? Expensive there compared to?
Of course, expensive. In Thailand, you get the child and the breakfast for $3.
It's not a full breakfast and it's not a full child. But
I'm
you
not
get what
usually
you
a joke guy, by the way.
need. Yeah, no, you're usually pretty
actually-
serious. You're usually pretty serious about it.
By the way, guys, I'm very political, and I'm doing the Tonight Show tomorrow. But something with hanging out with you.
This is where the fucking vagabonding went. Okay,
Your
go
book?
ahead. I was looking for it.
Oh, now I don't bring up Canada. Now I'm the issue. This guy's reading books in the middle of the whole thing.
Okay,
hey,
go
let's
ahead.
bring up the Lonely Planet. Have you ever done that? That you get the Lonely Planet and then you go to the restaurant or the hotel that's not there because it's fucking 2004.
Oh yeah.
I've
Like
done
where?
that
It
so
should be
many-
right here. It's a record store now.
Tuk-tuk drivers in the middle of a bush. Like,
Yeah. Oh, this was pre-revolution.
Oh, yeah. This is 1993.
You want- and then after uprising.
yeah, this is when
Tokyo.
Hong Kong was Great Britain.
Yeah. Let's make Hong Kong Great Britain again. They got to have that hat.
Great merch idea.
Yeah.
For the Chinese.
Chinese. So you get there. How long were you there for?
1 year exactly. That the visa expired.
Oh, wow.
The visa expires.
What happens if you stay over your visa?
Well, you can, but then it's a Commonwealth country. You get banned in all the rest of the ones. They hear about it. There's like a UNESCO or whatever service they use to talk to the other countries.
Definitely not that. Because sometimes they just
Interpol.
bill you more. Like if you leave after your 30
that's
days in places,
Thailand.
like you owe us some money. You
Dude,
owe us
in-
like another $100.
Yeah, I remember I overstayed in Thailand. They were all like,
Yeah. It's such a good bribe
yeah, you
culture.
literally $4.
Yeah, and then the backpacker's like, you're fucking me. $4. I can't handle this. Yeah, it's so
Devastating
great.
blow. I knew so many backpackers who were like, this is going to be a devastating blow. I'm like, it's $6.
It's so funny because I was playing Play Poor when I was there. I
Oh,
was
you
just
were,
like,
I remember meeting you. You
Yeah.
were play poor.
Yeah, and I was around backpackers, so it was like, I'll be you
You
guys.
order the drinks like this. Let's have a round. You don't meet any backpacker who goes, let's have a round.
I got the tower of beer.
Yeah, tower of beer. Jesus
But
Christ.
but yeah, I was on Childress, and I was like, all right, it's fine. But yeah, I remember going to some like national park, like, all right, $2 cover to get in. I was like, yeah, sure. And I turned around, I was like, where are my friends? And they're like hemming and hawing. I was like, fuck, I played it too rich.
Exactly.
So okay, so you're in Vancouver.
Boom.
How long? What, a year? What'd you
1
do while you
year.
were there? What'd you do for money?
Well,
Sure sounds like a work visa episode. That's what they're saying.
Sure
We
sounds-
haven't even touched it yet. We haven't even touched it yet.
so
I mean, okay. Hard shift. Work visa episode. We're 30 minutes in and we haven't even touched Vancouver yet.
The Chinese own most of Vancouver.
Yeah. Oh, here's spam. It's from.
Oh, take the phone out. Sure.
Yeah. Hey, you guys got ivermectin or anything?
Oh, what a wonderful segment of the Ari.
Hello?
Ari Shaffir tripping podcast.
They hung up on me.
Sure.
Let's do work visas.
Hello,
No, they've been
I'll
calling
do-
me for fucking 2 years. It's a running gag on this.
Uh-huh.
For 3 years. They're just calling me to sell me more ivermectin. That's what Rogan doesn't tell you, all the side effects of ivermectin, which is calls from India.
Really? They call you and sell you?
Nonstop.
Really?
I asked them once, like, can you
Bunjeep
take
is on
me
the
off
phone?
your list? And
Dude,
they go,
let's call Bunjeep. We have to call this
you
fucking...
can't call him back. It's not, well, let's see. Let's see a number back. Any 213 number I know, just like... Let's call him back. Potential spam. Let's see. Well, you think... Hello?
What the hell, bro? What the... I don't think you can even do that accent. I'm usually very clean,
If you
actually.
want to put this number in DNC, please press 1. And if you want to connect the call to a representative, then please press 2.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God, he actually clicked it.
Yeah, I'm calling
I've
you
never
guys
heard
back.
somebody go...
If you want to put this number in DNC,
Oh, fuck off. Wait till
Exactly.
they call back. Okay, we're doing work visas. It's a work visa episode.
What does that mean?
It's a theme one. We're gonna just talk about the process of getting work visas and visas in general, travel
Full
visas,
shift.
work visas, visas.
Full shift,
Yeah.
guys. New
Full shift.
podcast.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Hard job. So all the Vancouver
Hear
stuff,
this,
we can
guys,
trash
we need a-
that.
we need a
We
new
lost
set.
40 seconds of this solid podcast where we just shit on Chinese people in
We need a
Canada.
new set. We need a new
I don't know
set.
if it'll apply. We'll save it for another episode when we just shit on Chinese. That's another theme. That's another theme. We got to write these themes down.
By the way,
Chinese.
and when people say "Oh, don't do Chinese bad, have you been to China? They hate white people. They hate you too. So shit on them all you want.
Oh yeah, they're like, look at these people ask for fork. They say no eyeball in our meat. No eyeball, no eyeball.
Dude, no wonder
Here's
China
them.
wants
They go,
to attack us.
Hi, I am white. I do fork and no eyeball.
Hey, booth boys, keep the camera on me during those segments. Hey, booth boys. I love how now you do this. Tony's fucking calling Puerto Rico garbage. I love how Rogan's like, can my guys just keep it down for
As
a
long
month?
as you stay on a low enough level, we're fine.
True.
Tony got big. They noticed him.
Yeah, true.
Nobody noticed an abject failure at 50.
Yeah, they'll
with-
notice that, Dari. Trust me. If you
Yeah.
clip that, put it.
If I get this fucking new hair in Turkey, then they'll start noticing
Dude,
me.
if they see that clip on TikTok, they'll be very upset.
Oh yeah. Well, all my numbers will go down if I talk about China. First of
course
all, okay. Here's how we got to get this. So it still gets numbers in China. All hail Mao. Now they're white people are ruining our culture.
You have to do like a John Cena apology video now.
Oh yeah.
Where you're
I'm so
fully Chinese.
sorry. No wait, I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Talk about visas. Wherever
Oh.
you had it trouble, wherever you had them easy.
Well, there's an open program in Australia. If you're missing a foot and you're retarded, you can get a work visa.
In
have
where?
In Australia.
Australia.
They want everything on the fields because
just
they
want
need
workers.
people.
Okay.
Because Australians are now so rich, they don't want to do that shit. So do you need backpackers? It's huge for local
It
economy.
is weird how it's fun for the local economy. And the backpackers are like, if we can get in, sick. We can
And
stay
by the
longer
way,
than a month.
All these farms fuck these backpackers over.
Is that a real thing? Everywhere?
Oh, you get a guy. What do you? Of
Good
course.
point.
Yeah. Please, if you edit these clips, say put the parts where I say not, something that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's always like, they do that. Like, oh. Like, oh, okay. Now I know. I got a tourist visa in Thailand, and I was landing. I was like, get it, whatever. And they go like, where are you gonna stay? And I just put down like tourist hostel, and then they're like, usually they'll like let you in like the name of your hostel is tourist hostel, and I was like, yes, and she was like, just go.
That's how they're getting their shit together, but it's just taking a lot of time. They're still, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they go to the farms. There was an incident with Estonians like 15 years ago, because Estonians always go there. It's like 40,000 Estonians right now on the farms.
Really?
Yeah, digging a hole.
Okay.
the mining towns, that's a big gig, where sometimes they don't pay you, and they control so much, or because they control your visa status. You have to do 81 work days, active work days. So it's like a 3 to 6 months period. But what counts as a work day? Sometimes the farmers try to fuck you because they want to keep you around as long as possible. Because you get the fucking...
So they say you haven't done your 81 days yet?
Yeah, exactly. They do that a lot.
Took a long smoke break. I don't know.
Exactly.
Wow.
And sometimes they claim they'll sign you off, and they never do.
What do you mean sign you off?
Like, let's say you did 20 days, they'll be like, I'll give you the fucking 80. They do that too.
Oh, they say we'll help you out. In return for favors or...
Just for the you get that extension. Because you get the second year visa in Australia only by doing farm work in the first year.
Oh, interesting.
That's how you get the extension. Now I think you can just keep extending it. And all these backpackers are like, great, sounds great. But all these fucking farmers get just cheap
Australia's
labor.
so expensive too for a backpacker. It's like first world prices.
But you
No?
get paid well too.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean $25 an hour maybe on the cotton farm.
Wow.
If you're in a mining, if you're in the mines, you get like $80.
When you... Oh, really?
$80 an hour. I have a friend who's been underground for 8 years right now, digging into the middle of the earth. He's about to pop up from Austin.
He's the guy at
by
the bottom of the ship in Waterworld.
No, literally he is.
Yeah, and
he's
he
like-
sees the fire. It's like, oh, thank God.
He's such a money-oriented guy. I love how he's like, dude, I have like 2.5 million on my bank account. And I'm like, you've been underground for 8 years.
Yeah, you can see in the dark now.
Great, you're gonna have a 2-bedroom apartment in Round Rock with fucking lung cancer.
What did you do when you were there?
Bartending.
Oh,
I've always used I'm a service industry guy. It's an easy job to have anywhere in the world. Even in Thailand, one point I ran out of money at Echo Beach hostel.
Yeah.
I just told them I'll work, and then it's $5 a month, $5 a night for the spot in the bunk bed. But if you help the bar clean up, that's just for free.
at the hostel. Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's very popular. You can go to any hostel and tell them, "Can I clean up puke?" They go, "Please do. You'll just stay."
Here's a room.
Yeah, here's a room.
You get breakfast,
Everything. Yeah. You put the bananas in the pocket, so you get the fucking
lunch,
snack
sort
later.
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Cambodia on some island there. There was like the hostel workers, the ones that sold weed, were like, we got free weed, free food, free
Exactly.
board.
Free weed, free food, free pussy. That's what you
Yeah.
get.
Where else have you worked? Where else? What visa is hard to get? that you
Well,
tried
Canada one used to be a lottery. Now it's much easier. Used to be a lottery. It's like 80 slots per country.
Yeah.
Maybe 2,000. It's like allotted because Estonia is so small. We only get 80 or something.
Yeah.
So then you get that.
Oh,
And I got the
interesting.
lottery. And I was very... No, more stuff. Notebooks?
Notebook, yeah.
Oh, you're writing some stuff
Yeah,
down?
question, so I don't forget it. Yeah.
It's super distracting.
Oh, really?
So you get... now I forgot. China? What were we talking about?
Work visas.
This is the most chaotic podcast I've ever done, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you're truly... Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at how nice that is.
Yeah, that's a good note.
Welcome to the You Be Trippin / work visa /
I know what it means. It means like to these people, is there a lot of fucking going on at these like farm stuff? Not hostels.
Oh,
Like temporary farm work.
it's like summer camp, bro. You're gonna fuck somebody. I know...
Such a threat the way you said it.
I know so many guys who go into these cotton. This is Australia for me. You go into the,
it's
you know, it's so far.
Nice, yeah.
You go to the cotton gin farm, or you
wait.
go to the mining town. You go to the mining town or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the owner of the farm is some fat guy who's got a pretty wife because he's actually rich. I mean, farming is a big business.
Yeah.
So he's got a hot wife, and he's like banging the wife, working for this guy, bang the wife, work for. Get that girl pregnant. He moves out.
Move on.
She divorces, gets half the money. You share the money, whatever, you know. People suck and fuck.
When in ski towns, in Vale, whatever, it's all Australians and they're all doing
Irish
blow.
or Australian.
Yeah.
Every ski town is Irish or Australian.
They just go ski and they go to South America when it's in our summer to ski more.
Yeah.
And then it's just blow and fucking.
Yeah.
They sleep 10 to a house.
So many Australian girls have been in the bunk bed, 16 people with the fan, and then they just walk in and they just go, "All right, boys, pick a hole."
It's crazy.
It's crazy, dude. Do you know how many times I've been in the bottom bunk while someone else is banging and you're just along for the ride?
It sucks.
Sucks.
It's always been Germans for me.
Germans get German girls always They come in a group of 3,
Yeah.
and then the Australians just run a train on them. That's a classic.
I meant the German boys.
German boys too. They fuck all
They
that.
fuck. They don't-
The Brits are around. But Australians are everywhere. In backpacking culture, it's like Australians are the biggest race.
Yeah. They get drunk the most. They
get
lead,
drunk
they
the
lead
most.
the party.
They fuck the most. And always, there's a lot of Australian girls who are like from Sydney or Melbourne. They have rich parents. And that's how they rebel against their dad. They get fucked.
I
by
know. And by the way, public service announcement for all the listeners here from Australia. Your dad has hurt you, and you need to get back at him.
No, and we support the rebellion.
Yeah.
Me and Ari Shaffir support the rebellion.
I never really got... No, one time I got laid at a hostel in, like, Thailand.
One time,
I was like, yeah, I wasn't great at it.
you
You
know
can't
what?
get laid in Chiang Mai. You just can't get laid.
You know what's the so ironic part about like traveling culture?
Yeah.
When I used to be so poor in hostels, I couldn't buy the drinks drinks for girls, so that would be kind of make me not cool at the bar. Now that I have enough money to stay at a nice hotel, and also I had a bunk bed, no room. So you're in a bunk bed and no money to buy the girls' drinks. Now I'm in a hotel. I have money to buy the girls' drinks, but there's no girls at
There's
the
no
lobby.
girls.
These fucking
You're right. Yeah.
these Four Season lobby bitches are stiff.
They have people already.
They have people and they're stiff as a board.
They're like, can I buy you a drink? Like, my ex-husband's buying this drink.
and you definitely don't want to be the 30-year-old guy who goes to the hostel from the Four Seasons.
No. You got to stay there.
That's not
But
cool.
It is. You're right. It's a super low level. If you go slightly above that, now you're the rich guy. What? You have a solo room?
So,
Whoa.
dude, you give a hostel bitch a good shower, a separate shower.
Yeah.
You're treating. She's a princess.
I hooked up in a RV in Bonnaroo, and it was somebody from the tent. So like, what? Air conditioning? And she was like, "You're my boyfriend."
Exactly.
Yeah. So what's like a hard visa to get? What's a super easy one? What do you got to lie on to get in places? Because some you got to get ahead of time, and some you just land and get them.
Oh well.
Work visas, and should we just do work visas?
Well, work visas are not like that. They're always you have to apply. And there's the Commonwealth countries, which is the Great Britain, Australia, and Canada. And those countries always swap around and suck and fuck.
You can do whatever you want.
Canadians are, dude. Canadians are crazy too. Like the boys from like Alberta when they have money,
yeah.
when they get that rig pig money, they can work on their oil rigs. They get that rig pig money, and they go to like fucking Bali. Holy shit! I remember I was in a hostel, just nappy nunu, like sleeping, having a nap. You know, I heard nappy nunu. Is that an expression?
What is this?
Like with the blanket. And I was taking a nap, and then I wake up and I hear these. I hear, you know, when you hear somebody go, you hear this, and I look on the table. And
This is like your version of like of How High, where he waves the joint in front of you. You just hear a sniff, and you're like, "Where's that? Where's that coming from?" Are you a coker?
only marijuana. Never been anything up my nose or never tried it even. I don't know. It doesn't.
Are you saying you don't want your mom to see this, or are you saying like,
No,
for real?
she's dead, by the way.
Oh, good.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
That is good. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is the craziest podcast I've done.
So you.
Do we both have ADD? I think we both.
Oh,
have,
yeah, for
because
sure.
I have ADD, but usually the other guy is the guy who keeping me on track. You're throwing me.
That's a good question.
Do you need a work visa for every show you do in other countries? Yeah.
No
but you-
way, really?
But you can get a performer's permit. There's stuff like that.
But do you really need that, or do you just to pay you to do it? Because I never got the work visas for China or Thailand.
I've gotten them when I've done shows
Really?
there. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Really? I went to get a work visa for China. I went to do a China run, and I got a work visa. And I was like, hey, what are you doing there? I'm like, I'm working. It was the embassy in LA, and they were like, where's your letter of invitation from the government? Where's all this?
Exactly.
And I was like, I don't have any of that. And then I called them. They're like, what the fuck you telling me you were working for? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've done
And
a
they're
few
like-
of those.
They
too.
said, go back in line and tell them you're not working. I'm like, I was just in line. And they go, so you know how you can't tell them apart? It's both ways. So just go back in the line and say you're there for
Did you change up the accent?
no, they just go back. You're just all round eye to them. They can't tell you apart. So I
That
just went
is
right back
true.
in.
You know
They're
they
like,
do
"Hi."
that a lot. That is crazy.
Yeah.
If you're an immigration officer,
They're just like, whatever,
If
next,
you,
next,
if you
next.
were me and you were in Beijing, dude, everybody's getting it. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting it.
go,
People
go,
swap.
go.
Men, women, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is just a
Seem about right. Wait, so you need a work visa to work in those places. Does the gig arrange that for you? or
the
do you-
gig. Yeah. I've gotten out of some gigs. I had that one time with China too that I got a gig, but then they also said, yeah, just lie. And I remember it was a good way for me to get out of the gig. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that.
I have one for Canada. Early on, when we go to Canada from LA, Saskatoon, places like that, it was like, hey, keep this off the books. We don't have the money. We're flying you up there and putting you up. Like, that's about as much budget as we got. We can't do this in the books. So you have to lie, and you have to think of a friend you're visiting. Have someone in mind from college, and just say they live in Canada now. Susie. But have someone in mind so you could get the lie. They're like, well, what's Susie up to? Like, well, she majored in this. You're going to have someone in mind.
Yeah.
And so, I would do that all the time. And then I got a gig at Edmonton at the House of Comedy for Brunson and Tammy. And then I was like, I'm just here to visit a friend. They're like, okay. And how long you know them? I'm like, oh, since college. They're living up here. And so, like, what are you going to do? Like, well, maybe fishing. But we'll just hang out. It's like, you're not working? I'm like, no, just hang out with Susie. And they're like, you guys romantic? I'm like, no, nothing like that. And they're like, oh, okay, so you're not working? Like, no. Like, so this flyer for your show, is that anything to do with what you're doing? They just turn the screen around.
They do that.
And I was like, fuck. And he goes, they filled out the paperwork. And I was like, what? They go, yeah, it's all on the book, so you don't have to lie. And I'm like, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, immigration officers, they do this thing. There's I don't know the direct translation for it, but it's called hooking. It's like an interview format. It's you ask a question about the answer that they gave you. That's how they do immigration.
What do you mean? Just do it.
So let's
get me. You be the officer.
I'm okay. Okay, Mr. Jew.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Jew.
This is for Lebanon.
You're coming to Palestine.
Yeah.
So you're entering Palestine. So so what do you do for work?
I just. What am I saying? Hold on. Sidebar. Am I saying what I do, or am I trying to?
Let's try. You try to get away.
Okay. Sorry. Back up to it again.
So, Mr. Jew, what do you do for work?
I am in. I import and export.
Already, I mean, I import, export.
I literally couldn't think of any profession. Okay. Well.
Oh, you do it to me. Let's do you. I am Mr. Jew. You are Palestine.
Okay.
I'm coming to do a gig.
Yeah. Hold on. I need a knife for this.
Oh, because
yeah. Okay. No. Hi, Mr. Jew. How are you? So, your name is Ari. That's interesting. Wait, I don't know how I'm hooking you though. I gotta be the hooked. You gotta be the hooker.
Oh yeah, because you can't do.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going. Okay, I know one. Okay, I got one.
Okay. Oh, you.
Yeah, I got one.
I'm Palestine.
Yeah, you're Palestine. I'm the Jew. Yeah.
Purpose of travel.
Just vacation.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going into Gaza City and then Little Gaza Town.
Oh, have you been to Gaza before?
No, I'm excited about it though.
Oh, you're excited. Have you been here before?
No,
And what do you do for work?
I'm working HR at the company I work at.
How long have you worked at HR?
This one probably almost 5 years.
This one almost 5 years, yeah.
Can you pause? I'm crushing this now.
You are. No.
Most improved by a lot.
And which company you? Also, I'm not an immigration officer. By the way, they're way better at this.
Yeah.
And what company did you work for before?
USF&G. It's a sugar company.
So now, if I Google this,
yeah,
is this going to show up?
I don't think it'd be public. No, maybe. I'm not sure, but we didn't upload anything.
Okay, this is going already terribly wrong because I'm not good at this. But
yeah, okay, nice. One. No,
that was great. The 1-1, that was great. The first one.
Where's the hooking?
So hooking is that I ask.
And then you asked again?
Because people always, when you create alibis, where do you go? You go, where did I work? Or let's say you come with a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
We separate you. That's what they do. We separate you, ask you questions. And you've already rehearsed. How long we've been together? 5 years. But what's your favorite color? Blue. But they won't ask you. It's not like an interview format. They ask the first question, a question about your answer. You have an answer, a question about that answer.
So it's like, how long you been together? Where'd you meet?
Where'd you meet? Yeah. Oh, in Amsterdam. Oh, when did you go there? Then you say that. I Google when were you in Amsterdam, just to see. Then I talk. Oh, what did you do in Amsterdam? Like,
Yeah.
So creating this alibi is really hard.
And then you ask the other one, where'd you meet? And like, fuck, we didn't rehearse this.
And I've been to a couple of those, and I've never had anything to hide. But I remember thinking how good they are. Those immigrations. They're always really good about that technique of like they'll ask you as soon, and they ask you straight up too.
I had one in Canada. Like, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm working. I'm here for the festival. And it's like, okay, you've been here before. I'm like, yeah. Like, do you have any grenades? I'm like, what? What?
Oh, really?
And she was like, I just want to see your reaction.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that technique. That's crazy.
How many places have you got these work visas in?
Canada and Australia, I got one in New Zealand. I never went to do it. And London.
London. What'd you do in London?
Bartending and comedy.
God, bartending's a good skill for
Such
traveling.
skill, dude. And the chicks are right there.
Yeah,
Great for an immigrant too, because also most of them are fucking under the table. You can steal and.
We had a I'll not say that name, at a comedy club I worked at. It was a bartender who was like, "Do not pay me a salary. Let me just work for tips." She was, I don't know what kind of running from the law or whatever. She goes, "I can't be on the record." And they're like, "All right, sweet. We'll say $5
So probably
an
no
hour."
work visa. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like, just keep the tips.
In Canada, when I had the work visa,
Why do you say it like that?
you could. What do you mean? I say it like I'm from Quebec.
Canada. Yeah. Okay.
It's the letters.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the.
So yeah, you worked in Canada.
There was the only job you can't do with the work visas usually is strip club or if the whorehouse is permitted, you can't do those either.
Why? To like.
I don't know why. Yeah, it's interesting. It literally says on the visa, it's no strip club, no strip club.
Wow. So you worked there. You made money there.
Yeah, and I worked during the year. I worked in a marijuana store when it was legalized, and I worked during the year it was legalized.
Wow.
So it was a crazy process because before they would get the marijuana from all these you know, when it's like half legal, same as Amsterdam. Spain is like that. So you have to basically only do it with fucking drug dealers, kind of like the California Hills things. Those are not.
Yeah, early California when it got legal, it was like armed guards all the time because like we're not allowed to put this in banks.
We had banks exactly. So it was in Canada, and I always got $100 extra every Friday because they would give 18 grand put in my backpack, and I take it under the name of Rodrigo to another guy on the corner.
What?
And those guys usually get that. If there's any situation, those guys usually get something. There was another. I worked at the dispensary where there was the way I got hired there. It's so funny.
$100.
Yeah, I know it's.
Mas. Should be more.
Well, also I stole with every
right.
hand I had. So we're all good. You know, I'm like a Robin Hood
The benefits.
to myself.
Steal from the rich, give to you.
Exactly. I am poor.
Yeah.
So I remember I got a job there. The way I go for the interview. There's a nice girl, Stephanie, who's married to the guy who owns the place. And then there's another Estonian guy there working.
Yeah.
And he hears my accent. And he peeks through the back door, you know, goes like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, and I'm like, and I say in Estonian. He says it in Estonian in front of the boss, you know.
Yeah.
He goes, "Just so you know, I'm stealing so much money here."
They just said it?
The Estonian guy. In
Estonian.
In front of the girl goes, "I'm stealing so much money here. I'll recommend you." And then in English goes, "This guy's, I know this guy. He's a kiss on the lips. You know, amazing employee."
Wow.
So apparently this other Estonian guy stole, and then the Colombian, whoever brought this was during the legalization area, so it was very sketchy. They want the money back because they start collecting these debts because they understand legalization is coming. Then you're kind of fucked because now
It's all got to be in the record.
because now it's a federal issue. You know, it's a federal issue now. So now the government gets involved, and now it's way shadier because the government kind of turns a blind eye if you do something shady. You know now. So they they send some muscle. They send some two guys with a leather jacket, and they have a gun. They don't look. They look like fucking Goodfellas guys. They're like older. It's not threatening, but they keep they want you to see the strap just to let you know they mean business. I'm in the back of the house. I'm just fucking weighing the stuff, and then a guy shows up with they show up with the guns, and then the front the guy who works at the front, Rasta guy, he's like a weed guy, you know. He's already sweating bullets. And I'm watching this go down through the window that's only the one way, so I can see what's happening.
People coming in, yeah.
And they come in, they go, "We're looking for an Estonian." And of course, the guy in the front goes, like, and my friend, the other Estonian, he's here with me, and he points through goes like this through the door and closes the door. So then we watch this go down, and the guy with the dreadlocks, he don't got it, you know, he's already.
He's not going to be cool about it.
They go, he's in the back. You know, he folds immediately. So then the guy go, "Open up the door." And then I open up the door. I go out there. And then the muscle guys, they have a third guy there who's apparently the guy they do business with. He's like a nerdy guy. And he's here to recognize the Estonian, you know.
But he goes, "That's not the one."
Then I go back. And then he goes like, no, he literally looks at me and goes, he's not the one. And then 2 Muslim guys look at me and go, where are you from? I go, Estonia. They go, how many fucking Estonians are in here? Apparently they had some previous problems too.
Whoa.
That was like that was like a fun job to have. That was like a side job I had.
Damn. So when you're in these places, you know that your year's coming up.
Mm-hmm. It's 365 days.
Or wherever it is, or Australia, like 6 months.
365 days.
Also Australia a year?
Yeah, because I didn't do the farm work to get the second year visa.
Right.
That's how you get it.
Are you trying to like do a bunch of tourism stuff? Or are you just like, I'm just living in a city for a
I
year?
live in a city and well,
all
when
bored.
comedy started, that was the goal. You know, that's why I moved to Vancouver as well, amazing comedy scene and all that. But yeah, you do bartending jobs. I've always loved, I mean, for money, I love doing like city jobs, being a waiter.
Wait, so if you have a work visa, that means you can do you have to do just that job, or can you do
Any job.
You
No,
can
no.
do that and then also do a comedy gig?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
it was,
great.
It was great, yeah. It's perfect for that.
Yeah.
A
Man.
lot of comics should do that.
Yeah, it's a great way to move around. Like the dream when I was like in hostels and
Yeah.
stuff was like website design.
Yeah.
So like
what's
once
the
a
word?
month,
Nomad.
I gotta
Nomad.
I gotta find a place to upload stuff.
Digital nomad.
Yeah, and then it's like here's what I worked on, upload and go back to whatever. You don't need an office.
You know how many cities those digital nomads are ruining, right? If you go
they
to
see.
Portugal, they'll fucking stab you if they see you with a satchel and a MacBook, because their local economy is fucking ruined. Because they get all the nice apartments, of course,
Yeah.
and they move, but they don't really, because you're not bringing in any money. You're just taking up a fucking space. Because you're making all your money with a scam with crypto.
But you're spending it all. You don't take any from the local. You spend all. Only spend, no make.
Maybe the rent part, but
Yeah.
local work for. I mean, that's not how a city is supposed to work. You know, you're supposed to move to the city, do a job that's
yeah.
in the city, paying local taxes,
Oh,
income
right,
tax.
right,
You're
right.
supposed to be part of the healthcare system. You pay that. That's your slot in the city, your allocated slot. But because you're doing some crypto scamming through fucking Russians and Dagestanis, you're not.
You know what happened in America? They were like during COVID, they were like, hey, I don't have to go. I'm working at Facebook. I don't have to be near a Facebook office anymore. I'm a coder. Let me go live in Austin. Let me go live anywhere. And let me go live in the Czech Republic. They'll let me in. I can work in there. And then people are like, okay, you know, and I'm still getting these New York prices to work in the Czech Republic.
Exactly.
And then the boss is like, oh no, John's in Czech Republic. It's cool. And they go, wait, why don't we just pay someone Czech prices? And then John's like, no, I'm an American. Like, yeah, but you're right next door to some other guy who could do just as good a job as you for
Exactly.
a quarter of the money.
Exactly.
And now the American workforce has been fucked.
Yeah. Those digital
They fuck
nomads.
themselves.
And then they ruin communities. I mean, Bali, perfect example. It's all.
So it's all work away offices and
It's
stuff.
all like digital nomads, hot chicks they get a nice house with a pool, and they just fucking sell their pussy online, and all the tax money goes to America or something. You know, they do OnlyFans, or they do or they're like rich and they have a dad that gave them a business to sell soap, just so the daughter shuts the fuck up, you know, and does something, and then they're in Indonesia in a party like, oh my god, traveling. And all the local Indonesians.
And it's fucking up the price because they're like, I'll pay
fu-
$7 for a beer. Everyone's like, it's 40 cents.
Russians did that with Thailand. That's why when you go to a tuk-tuk in Thailand, they're all Russian mafia now. And they go like minimum 200 baht now.
Because they're like, that's what we can get.
If you go to Phuket, it's literally Russia. The Russian
What?
anthem starts playing. It's literally Russian
What?
signs everywhere. Literally, small Thai girls walk up to you and they go, "Здравствуйте, один пиво."
No.
Full Russian. Because that's where they go.
This is why we bleep out fucking names of places. Because we don't want to ruin it. I don't want a bunch of people going like, oh, I heard it's cool. Let's go there and ruin it.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, dude.
yeah.
That's happening. So then you have to go. Now Thailand, like Koh Phangan, the empire has fallen.
Oh.
It's dog shit now. So you have to go. You just have to go
Further.
I've heard good things from my backpacking friends that are still out there. Fucking no SIM card, no nothing. I've heard good things about Nepal now. That it's developed enough so you feel safe, just like Thailand was 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's this in-between thing.
Yeah.
I should take over Thailand by Russians. Ugh. A significant influx of Russian tourists and residents.
Phuket.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Look, Russian-only businesses. That happens. It's Russian-only.
This is what the Jews do in New York and also the Asians, the Chinese, where
The
they
Chinese.
only put the ads out for the apartments in either Hebrew or
In Vancouver,
Mandarin.
easier to get an apartment in Chinese than it is.
Yeah,
in
and then if you find if your Chinese friend says, "Oh, I found one," come and you apply, they're like, "What are you doing here?" Like for the apartment, they're like, it's just been rented."
by Jinping. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just rent it later.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So those digital nomads. Yeah, Portugal is like they're going through a fucking big thing.
Where do you want to go? Where did you want to go work? I mean, you're here now, I guess, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Never picture America as a place you would go work away.
But I'm doing, but now it's like stand-up comedy only, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where did you want to go that you never got to?
I've been every country in Europa, every country in
You've
Southeast.
been every country in Europe.
Okay, if we're gonna go into you can name Turkmenistan or start bringing up.
Macedonia, something like that.
Macedonia, been. Let's go European Union. Let's go like that.
Is
all of them.
Estonia Eastern Europe or is that just Scandinavia? Or
It's close to. We like to say Northern Europe, but
Interesting.
our behavior traits
Are.
definitely Eastern European. But they hate that. Every time I say I'm Eastern European, all these Estonian comments are always like, "We're actually North," because we want to be Finland and.
you want to be Scandinavia?
We want to be so bad. But if you go to our streets and you take a tram and you eat a dumpling in your mouth, every Swedish person looks at you like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Ryan Chang about it, and it was like, where does Scandinavia? It's like there's 3 Europes. There's Europe, there's Scandinavia, and there's Eastern Europe, and then Greece is another
But
thing.
we're definitely not like Romania or Macedonia.
You're not like them,
Definitely not.
but you're not like Jürgen.
Not Flockaholle.
Yeah.
Hela hola.
You're right off Helsinki though.
And that's where all the Finnish people come to
Yeah.
fuck our women, and that they're fucking up our economy. By the way, they fuck our women and buy all the booze. They're the ones that our economy actually relies on. They don't fuck it up. They
Wait,
relies
Finnish, but
Tourists.
Finnish vodka is like a huge thing. They go to Estonia.
on. Yeah. Oh yeah. The prices in Finland are insane, dog.
That's it.
In Estonia, you can get a
Very aggressive dog on that.
for in Estonia for the same money in Finland, like for €1,000 in
Yeah.
Estonia, I
Yeah.
get a mansion with 2 hookers I can shoot with a crossbow.
Yeah.
It's in the menu. In Finland, you get a fucking apartment with 2 whiskeys,
Yeah.
and they send you a cleaning fee later.
Dude,
Estonia, you can burn down. You can keep the dead hookers in the building, burn it down, and they say thank you.
I gotta go. I really want to go.
It's cheap, yeah.
Yeah, but not just that. It just seems cool. It seems like the sauna culture is really cool.
Sauna culture is amazing. Listen, Estonia is amazing. The silence of the bog when you go into the bog, the silence. You're in a sauna, dick out, pussy's out, dicks out. There's no problems with nudity.
What do you mean the bog?
The bog.
What does that mean?
It's the bog.
So is it like saunas out in the woods? What do you mean the bog and the sauna?
You know what the bog is?
Just like the fog and in the woods out there?
It's the fog and it's the bog because it's the what is it? The swamp. Swamp.
You
It's
look
a
like
swamp.
Barry Weiss.
The
but-
bog is a swamp, right?
Remember that Barry Weiss Rogan episode where she goes, Tulsi Gabbard's a toady for Syria, and Joe Rogan's like, what does that mean? And she goes, I think it means what it means. Jamie, look that up. And he goes, no, what does the word toady mean? And she goes, I think I'm right. And he goes, just tell me. And she keeps going, Jamie, look that up. Look that up. Because she
Yeah.
goes, what the fuck is bog?
It's a foggy swamp. Am I correct?
Okay, there you go.
See.
Oh yeah,
I don't like that they say poorly drained soil. Hey, this is a rich soil.
that seems like where they make
Okay,
scotch.
go Estonian bog. Just put Estonian bog in it.
Just do it. Just why are you guys not doing it? Just do it.
And
Just
look-
stop. Don't be scared.
And look where I spend my time. See, this bog is near my house.
Which
the first
one?
one? The first one.
That one.
Yeah, it's like a 45-minute walk away.
And so what, you just walk. Are there animals there that can get you?
No animals. A nice bear who might run away and give you a smile.
A nice bear.
Yeah,
But
nothing like Canadian where it's gonna rip you apart and keep you as a
Right.
fuck toy. You know they do that. They bring you back to the cage, the cage.
And keep you alive.
They keep you
I'm
alive
pretty sure
just to
that's
nibble
people.
on you.
Wait. So there's a sauna out there? No.
We do sauna. I have a sauna in my apartment. I had a sauna before I had
did
the
hear
bedroom.
that. I hear they all have that.
And we sauna every day. You get that tranquility. In the heat, you sweat with your friend, balls out. You open up to him. You say things in the heat and the haze. You don't even know. Then you
Yeah.
go out to the bog. You take a dip in the ice cold water. There's no highway, even in the country. We don't have these American fucking six that are the hum. See, that's
yeah.
what America always gets me.
I looked for an apartment in Los Angeles, and the back looked over a highway, and I was like, "Ooh, it's a highway." She goes, "It's like white noise. It's like the ocean." And I'm like, "Well, it's not exactly like." This lady was so wanted to sell his apartment or like rent it out, and I was like, "It's not exactly like the ocean." She goes, "Yes, it is. It's exactly like the ocean." I'm like, "All right, let's get out of here."
The hum.
Yeah.
Beep beep. Some guy getting
Yeah.
stabbed. It's the yeah.
So
So
real quiet.
Estonia is really quiet. You can, and if it's like if it's winter, snow causes insulation because it's all on the trees.
Yeah.
You start hearing your heartbeat and the blood in your veins flow because it's so quiet. You hear your body functioning.
Damn.
After that sauna, and you're just sitting and steaming in the snow.
Wait. These are out in the bog? These saunas?
Yeah, there's saunas everywhere.
So you drive
and
out
the
to
bog
them?
is everywhere. We have the most amount of bog in the world, by the way.
So you drive out. Whoa.
Look at this. This is where I
it's like
live.
a Temesco. Thailand smoke sauna. Oh, it's a smoke one.
There's all kind of different ones, but the smoke sauna is amazing. It's part of our culture. And look at this. Look at
Look at these fucking nymphs off to the left. What the fuck kind of society are they starting?
This is what we're doing, actually. Have you watched the movie Midsommar?
Yeah.
This is how we live.
Look at that.
That's
one.
literally
Look at that
Estonia.
one. Go up. Yeah, that one. No, down. No, right. Yeah, that one.
sauna.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah. And you go there
And so they're
every
out
day.
in the woods. And so who's paying? Does see the one on the left there? Yeah. Who runs that? Is that a business?
No, that's probably, yeah. See, this seems like a tourist farm. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Haapsalu. See, traditional Estonian sauna experience. Haapsalu is an amazing spot with an amazing forest and an amazing ocean.
Oh, look at that steam coming up behind.
I know.
This is where the Jews and the Estonians meet up in the Schwitz. This is also where the gays and the Jews and the Estonians meet up. The Schwitz.
What's the shit?
Schwitz is a Yiddish word for sweat, and we call the
Also,
building
we weren't the
Schwitz.
biggest fans of the
Jews.
Juden.
Why not?
Well,
You can't play. Well, we don't like this. Anything with tip in it, we're not fans of.
yeah.
Oh, look, Leanne's in that one. Hey, not exactly. Wait, let's go back to work visas. We'll do Estonia another time.
You have to come to Estonia.
I have to come to Estonia. We should take a trip there.
Yeah. You should do a gig there.
If we have like 4 days.
Interested.
Estonia used to be, when you go to Edinburgh, it was like, that's the one gig you get out of Edinburgh.
Yeah.
With some guy who books a show in Estonia.
My
would be
former
like,
manager, Lewis. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Would be
of
like, hey, you
course.
want to go? And then right from Edinburgh,
You went direct.
what's his name? Evan de Marie. He got that
Yeah,
gig. I
Evan
remember
de Marie.
and it was like, oh, sick. I just got another 5-day gig in Estonia. And I'm like, why didn't they ask me? Yeah.
We didn't know you would come.
Well, that's how you ask.
Yeah.
How much do these work visas cost?
$300 to $600 mostly.
And then you're set for the
And
year.
then you're set
or
for the year.
Or the 6 months or whatever
Then
it
you're
is.
set for the year. Yeah. It's mostly a year. I've never heard a 6-month one.
I think it might be American going to Australia or other people going to Australia. I heard it's like you can work for 6 months up until you're like 26 years old.
No, it's a year, and now they raised because they need more slaves. They raised the age from 30 to 35.
Wow,
they
yeah.
keep going up. Too.
Yeah.
Now there's 35-year-olds with 19-year-olds at these hostels. Fucking.
Oh, getting in there. Oh, they're creeps. The older ones are just creeps.
At a hostel, it's always funny there was that one guy because we're
Who's
all
there for sex?
because we're all young people having the time of our life, and this guy's on his last leg. Like hostel is a crazy spot where those people. There's a guy going through fucking.
It is weird because there is a lot of fucking, but it's like, it's not about that.
It's not about that.
And then somebody hears, like, I heard there's a lot of fucking at these places. And you're like, dude.
If you go like
dude,
that-
chill. We're playing card games mostly.
I'm meeting a guy from Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm talking about fucking his childhood here.
Yeah. Is there a lot of trade on like info about where the other tourist work spots are?
Yeah. Oh, a lot of trade. A lot of if you find a good farm, you swap. There's a lot of groups on Facebook. I also my primary backpack years were when Facebook the groups were a thing. But right now you can be in you can be in Bolivia and go work
away.
visa Bolivia youth hostel Reddit and you'll find the info.
Isn't there like a farm, some sort of farm website, like work on farms or something with farms? There's got to be something like that. Good question. It's like work
Did
on
you say
a
good
farm.
question to your own question?
No,
Talking
'cause
about
he
wolfing?
wrote one. It does sound
Oh.
like that.
Oh, any loopholes? Yeah, the whole thing. You go to the farmer, you pay him to sign you off. But then also, see, this is the thing also, you're committing immigration fraud,
away. Yeah.
which is like an international crime. And that can also come to bite you in the ass in the future, even if you got signed off.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing, because always my dream was moving to America. I never wanted to ruin my chances with that.
That's the thing. It's like I said, if I get crop farming, nah, there's a farm website. Indeed, no.
Is it Woof?
Is it what?
WWOOF?
Oh, farm work.
that's sponsored.
Farmwork.com. It might be that. Oh, it might be Wolf. Yeah, but they're just like it's something to organize you. With.
Woofing.
Yeah,
woofing.
you go work and live on their farm.
Woofing is a thing. Yeah, you live on the. But that woofing is like the primary scam for these farms because under woofing sometimes don't. Most of the time you don't even get paid. Because you
like
need,
stay here for free.
Yeah, because you need that extension, and then they fuck you.
This is just Saudi Arabia, little mini Saudi Arabias. They're like, you can't go anywhere. You need to.
Inshallah.
Dude, it's so funny how some of these sites started well. Like Couchsurfing was such a good idea.
As soon as
yeah,
and now it's Uber. What a wonderful thing.
I'll drive you. I'll drive. Give me $10. I'll drive where you're going.
Give me. I need a side hustle, my friend. Give me $10. I'll drive you to the airport. And now, they did Uber for women, but
what is that? Badly drive? Like can't stay in your lane. Hard stops at lights for no reason.
We agree on China and keep the women in the back seat.
Yeah, just stop right here. My gate's right here. No, just stop right. My gate's right here. Just stop right here. Ma'am, just stop.
So they did Uber for women, which is like women for women, so you don't get as much.
But Uber weren't a thing.
Every app, every rideshare app.
Yeah,
every rideshare app. Listen, men.
We
will find.
There's going to be a lot of bleeping in this episode. We need a cover word for just a straight bleep. We need another word.
Grape.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll
Grape.
cover it.
Something
unrelated.
A good sexual time.
That's too long.
Men will always make you have a good sexual time, no matter what. We'll find a way.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
I used to.
Couchsurfing was so cool. Yeah, go ahead.
Remember when there were like stand-up workshops were popular with clubs? They would do like Tuesday stand-up workshop. Whenever they would invite me to do, I would always say, men, if you're starting comedy, the only way you'll make it, all you gotta do is not. You'll outlive the.
Yeah.
And apparently, statistically, it turns out this is nearly impossible to do. So if you don't, you'll make it.
There's like 8 comics who have it.
Literally. If you go to a green room now, it's fucking skimmed out.
It's not that bad.
So it's very bad. So they did women for women. And then, of course, they put on a wig, pick you up, click.
But like you're on the hook. They have you on. I remember like when.
Then you'll get you'll get a bunjeep fucking.
But I remember when Tinder became a thing, and women were like, "I'm so worried about meeting this guy." I'm like, "Why?" There's a record of it now. As before, it's like my friend told me there's a guy.
It's always bad if you have to tell a woman, "Relax." There's a record of
relax. It's gonna be fine.
It's like blind date for a guy, It's like the worst case scenario for a guy blind date is that she's fatter than in the pictures. Worst case scenario for a girl, I have to bite into the
dungeon.
I have to bite into the fucking leather in the car just so my parents get closure.
Hey, can you turn on this radio?
Just so they
I'm
find
chained
my
to.
body.
Yeah. Scrape your name in here.
Yeah, literally. That's.
What other questions are we not asking about?
Wait, but you asked me a question and I started talking about. For some reason, guys will always
extending your
couchsurfing.
Woof away, yeah.
Couchsurfing, and now woofing is a great thing.
Couchsurfing is so good though.
I
almost
make
wanted to do it myself.
Your dick or you're not going to get the visa,
Yeah, it's the creeps.
Men will always.
I was in Myanmar and there was 2 like Hollywood people.
I love how the producer wrote, I did it quite a bit. You mean?
God damn it!
You mean good sexual time?
Yeah, we gotta use the word Chad every time we cover.
Chad?
No,
his name is Chad. Right?
Yeah.
Listen, men will always be a Chad and chat it up.
God damn it!
Chad means something in English, right?
What?
In England, isn't a Chad?
Yeah, Chad
something?
is like a. You mean chav?
Maybe Chav.
Chav is.
But Chad is American for like a guy who's like a douchebag, no?
Well,
is that the Chad tattoo?
It's gone through many iterations.
Now it's Chad.
Thank you. Yeah.
now it's red. There's a Chad tattoo of Thailand. Was that the Chad tattoo or something else? It's when you have like scrape up from driving your moped too fast.
Oh, it's the kiss of
pavement.
There's in Bali. It's the kiss of the. It's the Bali kiss. That's when you have that. The exhaust.
Oh, that.
The exhaust. The scar of the exhaust.
It was all these Chads like I can go 90K. I'm fine. And then you're like, scrape.
Everybody falls. Yeah, it's literally the Thai tattoo.
Yeah,
the Bali
it's
tattoo.
right next to the leg.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Got a belly tattoo.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I know so many nights where I've been backpacking in Thailand and you go do like a jungle rave.
Yeah.
And you're obliterated. on shroomy, woo-me, weed,
Rando drugs. Just something, yeah.
everything, and then booze, and then no helmet, or everybody goes wear a helmet. The helmet they give you is literally
It's just this thin little cap top thing.
It's
Your
a little-
face will be smashed.
No,
It's-
everything's smashed
yeah.
anyway. And also, have you tried those helmets and hit it? Why does it hurt more? This doesn't hurt. Put that helmet on, hurts more.
It
literally hurts
Why
more.
is no one stealing this helmet? Like,
So
because
it
it's worthless.
distributes
The pain.
the pain. So instead of losing speech here with the accent, I'm gonna lose.
All of it. Wait, what else are we not talking about for work visas? What have we not covered?
We have. I don't know if this is the work visa episode, bro.
I mean, it's just a loose fucking
Listen,
thing.
I
We got
gotta
to
be-
shift it. We'll do another one for Vancouver or for anywhere. Wait, what else have we covered for work
if
visas?
Joe's gonna hear this one, he's gonna be like, "I told you not to have
told
a theme.
you."
I told you not to have a theme."
No, it's a good one. It's all been travel.
Yeah.
It's been great.
It's been great. But I love those motorbikes. My favorite thing in the universe. This is why I'm a backpacker and like a traveler at heart too. That feeling I get when I'm in a place, even Bangkok, even though it's a city, I don't mind. What I love is I have my motorbike and I have a backpack and I pick a direction and I go and I'm a nobody. And I know if I crash this motorbike, it's officially over.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to they're not going to even get closure. Great rumble from the
Yeah.
stomach, huh?
Pulling in a piss hard.
You want to piss?
No, but yeah. After I shit on stage on Kill Tony, I'm not pissing on podcasts anymore.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Were you there that night? Kill Tony Vegas?
Yes, I watched. First time when I was watching the third entering your asshole, I kind of realized one thing. I've never seen an asshole shit. I don't have kids. I've never seen my own asshole shit. I've never put the mirror up there. I've seen
Describe it.
I've seen shit under my balls come
Yeah.
out, but I've never seen it open up and the turd comes out and then the asshole closes back up and then another turd with the note comes out. Dude, when I saw you do that, I kept yelling in the back. I was like, he had the note the whole time. Like
2 hours.
You sat and
2
did a
hours of
podcast with a
podcast.
note up your ass.
Yeah.
And
I even told them, I was like, hey, I need this announcement like printed on paper. And they give me this thick cardstock. I'm like, no, this won't do. They're like, why? It looks good. I'm like, I need it thinner.
no wonder our interview didn't click. I was like, that was kind of weird, me and Ari. And no wonder you had a turd up you had a paper up your ass.
And a poop ready to go that I hold
That
for
was
2
crazy,
hours.
on command, like bam. And yeah, your asshole is just like, you have a kind of an asshole that gives you a little bit of like when you're banging and
I
you're
do
pulling
know.
your dick out and it looks like it's trying to keep it back in.
It's good. Like, it was like,
Pretty hot, right?
yeah.
That's what your asshole did with the turd. Like it kind of came out. It was kind of like remember the alien when he has the small alien in the stomach in the mouth.
Can we get a picture of that?
Like an extra part
what-
came out and then it closed back up and then another part. First time I've seen it. And you also, the way you did it, that you went full nude, a naked Jew man taking a shit
Should have kept my shirt on.
is insane. I had three
Workshopping it afterwards. I had to protect our park shirt on. I'm like, should have branded that.
I had three friends there,
Yeah.
three chicks there. Like one is a singer, one is and two are supermodels, like actual supermodels.
They were there for me.
They don't even know comedy. They don't know Kill Tony. They don't even know.
Because this isn't even base level comedy. This is
isn't-
like, it relies on you knowing about skanks, knowing
Yeah.
about Kill Tony, a long, fucking year-long setup to
This
this.
is like talking conspiracy theories. You know, it's like you gotta know the basics.
Yeah.
You know, before we even bring up JFK. But like, so they're in the crowd, and then at one point, I remember, you know, there's that point, like, you know, when somebody has something covered in shit in their hand, you know, there's always a point when somebody, like when you were a kid, when you're 15 years old, somebody picks up dog poop on the stick.
Yeah.
You know, there's always a moment where you see the guy pause, look at the dog poop, and you know, everybody knows what he's thinking. I remember you were wiping your ass. And remember, you
Dude
looked,
wipes.
you
This
looked
episode's
at the
brought to you by
shit.
Dude
You looked
Wipes.
at the shit in your hand, and all in the crowd can see you know what's gonna happen, and you could see from the front, like World War Z when the zombie was on the plane. You could see people start clearing out, and I see my 3 friends, the chicks, the supermodels. They're like a bomb's going off. They're like, and because everybody can see what you're thinking. And I remember you looking up, and then you look towards the crowd, and everybody knows what you're, and you start throwing shit.
This is such a long setup. 7 years ago, I pissed into a cup. I pissed into a cup during Naked Roast, and then Zach Amico's there. And my first thought was like, oh, that's funny. I pissed on camera. It was one of the first ones.
Exactly.
But now
Very
suddenly,
funny.
new moment, I have a cup of piss. I just thought I'd piss, but now I have a cup of piss. I look at the crowd, thought about it. I'm like, I gotta do it. And then I looked at Zach. He gave me a look.
Do it on me.
Do it, which he now says, I don't know what you're talking about. That was not what that look said. And then I just threw it in his face as he was bleeding from staples. Hit him perfectly. A year later, Luis Gomez had to weigh in. He was as fat as Bert. He had to weigh in. We made it. He goes, well, I don't know what my weight is. I had a scale for him. I was like, piss. He goes, let me piss first to get like as low as possible. He weighed above this. I'm in the crowd celebrating with mistake. My back turned to the stage, and Lewis jumps off and then just dumps his piss on my head. So this is all a big.
So I
long
kind of
setup.
see why British comedians shit on American comedy sometimes.
Yeah, we're not eyebrow. And then I threw. Yeah, what a fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Because I've seen a lot of
it
pieces.
found Lewis doing it right over his head.
Wow.
Missed him.
But to be honest, you know what I do like about you? I'm kind of that guy.
Hold on. Pause. The way you said that implies a lot of things.
You know one of
what
the
I
few
do
things that I do like about
it
you?
implies I don't like almost everything.
Yeah.
You know what I do like about communism?
We disagree on everything, but one thing we agree on is the Chinese and the piss. I have always been a guy like that too. Like if we're in a cabin in the bog with the boys and the party needs to go to the next level, I'm the first to take my dick out. I'm the first
Flash
to shit
it.
in something. Always flash. No. Always flash. This is not sexual assault. This is a goof.
Yeah.
This is a goof.
Yeah.
I always take my dick out. I piss. I haven't shit, but if there's something, if it needs to take the party
Up.
like you did, let's take this episode up. I totally agree with that. Because I remember other comedians around me like, how could he do that? And I'm like, I totally see it. If we need to go down.
Yeah. Netflix got mad at me too. They go, Tony Hinchcliffe was disgusted by it. I'm like, Tony helped me plan it.
Exactly. Tony loves that too.
We were going to shit in a bucket. He goes, if you shit in a bucket, who's going to see it? I'm like, oh, you're right, Tony. Intelligent guy. No one gives him credit for that.
If we're like around cool guys and we're having a party and we're in the bog, me, you, Tony, all 3 of us will look at each other and be like, something has to go on up somebody's ass. And I'm happy to be the guy who puts something up
if
my
Bobby
ass.
Lee's not there, then somebody's got to do it.
Something is going to go up my ass at some point if I'm at a party. It's just bound to happen.
I brought some 2 candy bars, Twix and a which are the 2 thin ones and whatever, and I put it in Bobby's freezer. It's a Tiger Belly. And he goes, what were the candy bars for? And I go, you know what they're for.
Oh no.
And he just was like, I'm not putting stuff on my ass anymore. And I was like, how'd you know when I went?
Oh yeah, Bobby Lee seems like a guy who does fun stuff too.
Yeah, he does fun stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun. Wait, why did we get on that?
Welcome to the Work Visa podcast.
Is there anything that gets your work revoked?
What's a revoke?
Like taken away?
Taken a visa? Yeah, of course.
You get caught with drugs or anything?
Yeah, drugs is big one. If I like
Drunk driving?
If I
Chad.
somebody, they might actually
They
in
would.
America.
No, but for real, what do you have to avoid? Like I
Criminal,
gotta work.
criminal, anything criminal. So name a criminal thing, you can't do it.
Drunk driving though, but you're still doing it.
Do you know Canadian? That's why Canadian comics sometimes don't go into America. They're like, you don't want to make it. They're like, I can't.
Because I have drunk
I
drove.
was fucking fucked up in Alberta with the boys, and now I can't go to
Vice
America.
versa too. You
Vice
drunk
versa
drive in
too.
America, you can't get into Canada. To
crazy.
even work, you're like, I'm not gonna drive.
I know.
We don't want you here.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's that. Same thing in Estonia too. If you have a criminal
That's a good question.
denied, no. I've
Have you
always
ever had a work visa denied?
I've always been like a piece of shit around around corporations, but when I started traveling, the first thing I knew to do is do everything you can to keep your passport. That's why I don't like to go to Dubai either. You give it away and they come back 10 minutes later. Where was my passport?
Where's my passport? You're fucked without that passport. Take a Xerox of it.
Isn't it? No, but yeah, exactly.
Why
because
do you need my original?
how crazy is that we're still there? That like we have this paper thing that a random Bali guy on a scooter can grab.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Fucked.
nobody.
Yeah. You don't exist. Like you're not even in this country.
So that's that's my only thing that I've always been really clear about is trying to denied work visa. Yeah, it's criminal activity mostly.
Yeah, the drunk driving one is like, especially scooter. You know what I tell people to look for in a scooter? I forgot that part. Some of the trunks are about this thin, and some are about this. Look for the trunks. You want to be able to put some shit in there and lock it.
You ever have like a secondary wallet that's meant to get stolen? I have that. I used to have that.
That's a good one. I never did one of those.
Yeah,
but
just one of those.
I know what you mean. Money sock, the little
Exactly.
money in the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got me. There goes $20.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ever been robbed? I've been robbed. One time I got robbed. I met my girlfriend, Australian girlfriend. We met in Bali.
Yeah.
I was backpacking other places. She had to work in Australia to get more money. So we meet and we go out for a walk and they rob us. These children, they rob us. I have my arm around my girl and they go in the backpack. But the cute little boys, they're grabbing my leg. They're making funny faces. Distracting me.
Wow.
We go to the hostel. We find everything's been stolen. The phone, her passport. Luckily,
Fuck.
Luckily, American passport and an American embassy. You can literally, if you're an American, they hear you can go straight.
And that's a thing.
There's the minefield there.
What do
you
they
just
do
wait.
with the passport they stole?
I know, but they just take everything
Yeah.
and they just tow it away. That's annoying, right?
But some people in like Cuba, I heard they'll go into the safe and they'll take your passport along with your money too, the passport too. But I'm like, what's the passport
I know,
for?
please. If you're a thief out there, you're not going to do anything with it.
Give me the license
My
back.
identity is not worth it. Ooh, I get to be the guy who watched Ari's shit now. You know, like my identity is not worth anything. You know, I'm not fucking Joe Rogan. So just keep the passport.
Yeah.
And then we go to the back to the hostel, and I'm so angry that I go out and I terminate her around. You know, when you walk around and you're like this, I look for these kids. In my head, I'm like, I'm gonna pummel these kids to death. But
You
what
just
I'm-
find some random other kid. It's one of you.
No.
He's like, Mama.
I know. I was so upset because I'm a 22, 23, 24-year-old man who, if somebody takes something from your girl, there's that.
Yeah, you gotta. It's like emasculating.
I couldn't
didn't
fuck my
defend
girl
her.
right.
Right.
I can't fuck you right after we just got behoovled by little children.
Behoovled. Look that word up. Yeah.
I can't fuck you correctly. You know,
Yeah,
I need to find these children,
And fuck them.
bring their head to my girl.
Yeah.
That way she gets extra wet, I get extra hard. Because
Yeah.
I'm a man, I'm a Viking, I'm a protector. I need to stand for my girl.
They're getting hot in the booth.
And then I ruined our whole vacation, our week together in Bali because I'm so tense about this incident. But she was like a hippie girl, and she taught me at that time too. I learned that because I'm a suburban kid. I need to keep my stuff. I have all these bullshit values of manhood in my head. And now I ruined our little fucking week in Bali.
By feeling like a
Just
bitch.
feel like a bitch. And that moment, I realized that was my first robbery. Now I've had a few, and every time it happens, I always think like,
Yeah, you need to take like a minute to be like, that sucked. Let me feel this for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And then go, well, we're here now. Don't let it ruin everything. I still have my wallet, okay? Or I still have something. Let's just have a good time. We're in Bali. Let's have fun.
the feeling will
If
always.
you got robbed in America
Mm-hmm.
and they said, sorry about that, here's a free trip to Bali to make up for you, you'd be like, okay. So
Exactly.
you're there. Enjoy.
Yeah. One time in Cambodia, I go to my hotel room, everything's gone.
No.
Everything. But you know what is there? On the nightstand, my little passport.
They left it.
They left it.
Nice. Cambodia, underrated place.
And I remember when I saw it, my first thought was, oh, thank God that I didn't come in while it's happening. I don't want to fight with you.
Yeah.
Just take it. That's why, like,
What would you? This is what you do if you go in there robbing. You're like, wrong room.
That's what
I'll
I'll
be
do.
back in
I'll literally
5. Really?
That's
You're like,
what
just do it.
I don't, because the trauma I'm gonna have from this physical combat. Okay, I might kill you, but it's gonna happen that I'm old.
not great.
I'm Jay Leno, and we're both in the kitchen. and we're, have you seen the video, the Jay Leno? He's all anyway. I'll show it later. The Booth Boys know what's up.
Show, yeah. Oh, wait.
Apparently
Somebody
he fell,
beat him up?
Yeah, but he fell down a hill.
Oh,
So
that's a
me in the
boyfriend
kitchen
story.
floor with
Look,
that
I'm still smiling. The
with
guy
a
rules.
dead Cambodian boy here
Yeah.
that tried to rob me. What's the outcome? I'm never gonna do stand up again because I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
My dick ain't gonna get hard. Actually, it might because I killed some.
Yeah.
I don't
Might
know
go
the
both
rules.
ways. Yeah.
I don't know the rules
Balls
exactly.
get soft. It gets hard.
Exactly. So that's the thing about home invasion. You know, in America they do that.
Do you know about cat burglars? What they do? So if they catch you, if you catch a cat burglar, man catches a man, they're not violent. People, they don't want to like mug you. They're just trying to hope you're not there. So the only way they can get you to not report it to the police is they have to chad you. They have to chad you.
Oh,
so,
chad.
So now you
Chad.
I
Do the
really
merch.
hate
Chad
this.
is
So now they have. So now you'll be too embarrassed to report it.
I don't
report
know
any of it.
Where did you hear this?
Capital.org.
Okay.
Becoming a cat. I don't know. Is that a true thing? Look that up. Maybe that's an urban legend.
No, you look it up, dude. Calling me.
Chattist.
So that's why this is a tip for anybody who wants to rob me. If you find out where I live, you find out where Ari
Just
Matti
do
lives.
it.
No, come in,
To the last word. Yeah.
come in, knock,
Yeah.
and say, "Give me all your shit. I will help you pack." I will literally. I don't want the fight in the kitchen floor. I don't want none of that.
Yeah. No, I guess it's not there. Would be.
Golden State killer suspect maybe linked to earlier. Wow, they're still looking for that guy. Jesus Christ.
Illegal.
The unbelievable story of Chad. Look at that.
Hey Siri, do cat burglars often chad?
Jesus Christ. Siri's not going to answer that, my friend.
Okay, I found this on the web for do capillaries often
Chad.
What? They
Capillary.
say that?
Capillary. I don't know
Siri
what that is.
says Chad? Siri says Chad. That's crazy. Does it say the N-word?
We gotta get her to say it. We gotta get her to say it. Hey Siri, can you repeat this word? Chad. Sorry, I can't. Oh, damn.
Oh,
All right.
Chad is much more.
Chaddist. Their line. Yeah.
Siri is like, here's what I found out
Chad.
and where to do it.
All right. Let's wrap this up. I
know
feel
that-
like we've covered it. What?
This was the craziest podcast I've ever done.
This
by the way.
was a wild one.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Well, we'll go to a real country another time. The
Yeah.
next episode. This was fun though.
So much fun.
Yeah. Everybody check out Ari Matti's podcast. It doesn't exist yet. And yeah.
really
I'm gonna
loved-
put in stuff what?
I really loved when I was starting comedy. There was a moment when I was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I heard you had a podcast where you were talking about getting past that the paid regular.
Comedy Story, yeah.
And I remember you had a sentence where you go, when people say they believe in something, that's not believing in something. Believing in, and they say, like when people hear you
Okay.
believe in something and they say, that's great and you should believe in something, that's not believing. Believing is when everybody else says your dream is stupid and you still believe. I remember you saying that. That kept me for 10 years
That's
when
a
I
leap
was
of faith.
struggling.
Leap of faith when it's like
When
yeah.
everybody else tells you. Because everybody likes these cool stories where everybody's like, you go, Ari, do your comedy.
Yeah, I believed in myself. Like everyone believed in you. What does that
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
But when everyone's like,
It's like an
no,
NBA
this isn't for you, and you're like, I can. That's a real
That's-
leap of faith.
It's like an NBA athlete, successful from high school, you know. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna see you're a fucking franchise.
Yeah.
But if
That's
everybody,
good. Yeah, exactly. And in the beginning, you're so bad that everyone's like, you're not good at this, and you weren't.
but some people are good, you
Not
know.
right away though.
Yeah.
Okay, I ask everybody this: travel tips, either general or specific to a place. Some people like pack light. Some people like put mushrooms in your what is it, granola, and some people like when you go to Cuba, bring American dollars.
Aha.
So, any travel tip?
Well, true. US dollar. If you have US dollar at $100 anywhere in the world, will get you somewhere where you need to be. Will get you a meal. It will get you the cab ride to the airport. It will get you to the embassy when you're in trouble. It will get you the police. $100, always good to have.
That's actually my advice when you do mushrooms. Put your phone down, put $100 in a pocket, and another $100 in another pocket, and no matter what, you'll be able to get back to where you're
Exactly.
Where you're from.
Secondary wallet, I did say that.
Secondary wallet.
The number one travel tip I would give all around is don't believe the hype. When people tell you, don't go to Peru, they'll fucking stab you. Don't believe the hype. Trust me, right now, right this moment, there's people in Iran having the most beautiful day, having a croissant or a fucking whatever the local
Yeah.
pastry is. There's people
And be
in
like, it's all terrorists.
there's
they hate-
people in
yeah.
Gaza right now riffing around coffee. There's people in Ukraine right now walking in a beautiful street with the sun and the snow coming down because it's fall. Poland, beautiful. When people go to Dubai, they go, I love that it was so safe. Everywhere.
Yeah, they told me in Cuba, like, the food's terrible. Like, I had pretty good food.
Pretty good food.
yeah.
Everywhere in the world, you can have an amazing experience with amazing food and a nice cup of coffee, local alcohol. People say Mongolia, don't go to Mongolia. Probably, I've never been. Let's be honest. If you Google Mongolia mountains, it's gonna be the most beautiful place you've ever been in your life.
The Irani mountains.
And you can go through something that will change your life. Don't believe the hype. People
Nice.
go, Moldova, what a shithole. One of the most beautiful places you've ever been in your fucking...
Damn.
Oh, here we
God
go.
damn. Look at those fucking eagle hunters.
Oh, life is really bad. Yeah, I love being in
Wow,
Austin
look
next
at
to the
that.
I-30.
Look at that. That's a
Exactly.
fucking bog, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, look at being in that
Yeah.
tent.
Wow, New York is awesome. Wow, I'm in an alley covered in piss.
That's a good point.
You know when they go
That's a
like,
damn good
go to
point.
Paris. Yeah.
Oh, it does
Great.
smell like piss every
Smells
third
like
block.
piss everywhere, and I can't even see the Eiffel Tower from my room.
What the fuck is that thing on the left? Look at this. Sacred Mountains.
Everywhere is beautiful. Go to, put in Google,
Yeah, put it in Google. Oh, hold on. Put that in. Put it in Google. What's
what's the
Yeah, that's it. Enter that.
Oh, Julia Michaels, I love you.
Julia Michaels comes up. Nice.
You're actually the dream of my...
Wait.
You can put in Iran beach. Put in Iran beach. I don't even know what that means. I've never been to Iran. But put in Iran beach. Let's see what happens. Look at this!
Damn.
Anywhere you go.
Wow, what are the fuck are those?
Yeah!
What are the red beaches? The fuck is that?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Anywhere in the world you go, it's gonna be amazing. You're somewhere else.
Look at that chick swimming in a fucking,
Look at it.
in a paper bag.
Okay.
Jesus, she's swimming up next to, it looks like she's wearing a fucking disguise. Like, you can't see me if I'm covered. Caspian Beach. Damn. Look at that what is that? Silver and red beach of Hormuz.
Hormuz Island. I bet
That's
you have
on
a
the list
great...
now. That's on the fucking list now.
You have the jiki sauce, hummus.
Look at those guys down there burying a Jew. Look at them. They just found a Jew to the left. Yeah, no, left. Yeah. He's screaming. That's a nice pastime. As long as you're not a Jew, that's a fun thing to do there.
That's a fun thing to do. Bury the Jew.
The last question is, what country, like, give me a country that, like, I got to get there. I want to get to that place.
Like me or
Yeah,
you?
you.
Me? Nepal.
Nepal.
I want to get to the mountains. I love something about them. I don't want to do the Everest with the... I don't want to do the... I'm not... The sport
I
doesn't
like
excite
hill
me.
climbing.
Yeah.
I don't need to go in the snow. Once it's snow, I don't like this.
I don't need the big... I love the snow. I don't want the big like challenge of the sport.
I just insulted your country.
I know. I love
I'm sorry. To all the Estonians, I'm sorry.
Yes.
In your language.
Also, what we did to the Jews, I think
What did you do? You're not on our radar.
we killed everybody before the Germans got there
Preemptively.
because we didn't want to start off on the wrong foot.
Well, we're going to have
From
to
the
have that
river
out.
to the sea, my friend.
Is that how you took the name Ari? Literally, you took it from an Ari? Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Okay. We can use Ari as Ari file.
No, I don't want to be
Ari file. Is that, you're supposed to
Because
bleep
I'm-
Ari.
off case, but Chad!
Yeah, we got to mute a bunch of.
Ari.
I think we use Ari for that.
Okay, we can use Ari for. Let's
But
use
then
Bert
it's
for
your
that.
fault
Let's
too.
use Bert for that.
Nah.
Who's been accused? Well, wait. What else do you have to bleep? It's Chad. It's Chad. Chatted. Chatter.
Yeah.
And Arifile. Ari. What?
And-
Chattist.
Can't say-
Araphiliac. Can't say. You can't even have them in Estonia. What? Wait. What else do you have to bleep? Ariphilia.
Dude, I love this camera. Dude, it's just like...
What is Arifile? Chad. It means bother. Ari.
Ado? Yeah,
Right.
something like that.
Chatted.
No.
Chatter. Ari means don't bother me.
No, it's like...
no, Ari.
yeah.
Ari.
Some-
1,000
some
days.
usual
Duolingo.
word,
I
yeah.
can't speak
No-
Ari.
Yeah, no bother.
No bother me.
Look at you, traveler delight.
Well, no, I was like being accused of chatted, and I'm like, you don't know that? Like, you haven't bothered anybody? I was like, oh, yeah, for sure. You admit to the lesser crime, you get out of there. All right, Chad. Fine, fair enough. Well played. let's find
It's
some other
only
people
fair,
we can
yeah.
hurt, but I'm still keeping it on the table of using Ari as Arifile,
Okay.
just so I can use Chad as Chad. And we need something for Ariphilia.
You can't say
chatter.
Dude, that's so crazy.
It's
It's
crazy.
literally a beautiful thing that women have, and these things are not.
Yeah. I mean, when we do a Cambodia episode, it's going to be a lot about child Chad. And just
It's crazy.
So it's like,
Dude, I would sometimes even be at bars and see an old guy, and I would already be like, "What the fuck?" He's probably
Yeah.
just getting away from his wife. And
there's a thing online about me that I went to Thailand just to fuck kids. Like, I don't know where it's
To be
going.
fair,
I'm
when
not
you-
fighting it, but like, it's just funny to me.
To be fair, when you are on a flight to Bangkok and you're on the flight and you look around, we all know.
Yeah, they're on the flight like this.
Yeah, we all know what's about to go down.
Yeah, somebody is like, what? They go like this, like, "Hey, what's for lunch?" Oh, okay, cool. And then just
Like
back
when
to
you
this.
when you hear I'm going to Bangkok, nobody's like, "Oh, the temples."
They named it after that.
Yeah, we know. Also, beautiful angels. Huh?
Nice temples. All right, Ari, I'll do the bumpers later when I put this in. Thank you very much. You have a website or anything?
Instagram.
You have Instagram.
Ari Matti comedy.
Comedy.
ARIMATTI.
We got to get you a fucking real visa.
I'd love a visa, and we have
You
to.
got to be close, right?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, okay.
What's crazy is that when I did Duncan Trussell podcast, I talked about more traveling. I know, I love it.
Did you really?
I
Than
talked
this?
about more traveling than I did in this, just because sometimes it's
Sometimes you get in a groove.
it's hard. It's hard for me,
Transcribe that, please. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. It's hard for you what?
to be like I talk about Canada, but then you bring up the Chinese. You're gonna get me going.
Yeah.
gonna get me
It's what you
going.
nerd out about, so.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm the same way. And people are like, we didn't get into this. I'm like, oh, shit, sorry. I got in
That's the
groove.
point of a podcast, I think.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, you always talk about this. You should do something about it. And I was like, yeah, let me start a podcast called Ari Sees the World. All right.
But it's called You Be Trippin.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's right.
You said the wrong name.
Yeah, I did.
What if I start a podcast, Ari Sees the World?
Please.
And we both have a travel podcast
Please.
where we don't talk about travel.
Yeah. We do. We talked only all about
it was
travel.
Great. It was great. It was absolutely a beautiful podcast.
Yeah. Work visa episode.
It was a beautiful time.
All right. Well, when you come back, what country are we going to do the next time? When we'll do just a country.
Name it. I've been there.
Maybe Cambodia. I think Ryan
I'm going
wants
to Mexico for the first time.
Oh, cool. That'll be fun. So, when you get back, if you stop in New York, we'll do it then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got to piss like crazy.
I have to piss like...
Yeah. Let's
Like
cross
it's-
streams and bring back ghosts.
I'm actually pissing right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Please subscribe. He chatted that chick. What an episode. Okay, guys, that's it. The storytelling show is almost sold out. So hurry up and get your tickets if you want. The ticket name, your ID must match the name of who you purchase it under. One per group, but that guy's got to be there. We're stopping scalpers. So, yeah, if you buy it from a scalper, it won't be good unless he shows up with you. That's a long shot. But I wouldn't get it from a scalper. And if you're a scalper, you're not going to be able to sell these unless you could try, I guess, but I wouldn't because of this disclaimer. You have to show up with the ID that matches the name on the tickets. One per night max. That's it. It's going to be a fucking party. I'm excited about it. Check out Ari at Zany's in Chicago, April 24th through 26th. Check me out, San Jose, this coming weekend. And then Orlando, the following Wednesday, Fort Lauderdale or Dania Beach, the Thursday and Sunday. And then Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton. Shows are already added in Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver. And that's it, you guys. For my recommendation of the week, by the way, today's episode is edited by Alan Caffey. It's produced by Your Mom's House Network. My recommendation for the week is Big J Okerson's Crowdwork Special, the first of a 2-part crowdwork special. Guys, Big J Okerson does crowdwork in a way that you don't know because you're used to seeing, create, like what's your whatever, throw out some topics. Big J's always the guy that we all said did it the most correctly. It's incidental. The way Brian Regan or Nate Bargatze are clean, when you don't notice it. Big J, you're not seeing him try to do crowd work. He's just a master at it. He's the best one at it. And so check it out right now. Big J Okerson on YouTube. They, them. The second one's coming out soon. If you haven't seen the first one, get on it. The second one's coming out in April. That's my recommendation for the week. Ari, that is funny. Good episode, actually, talking about just the visa process in general. The next time he comes back, I think we'll talk about Cambodia. like fully. We actually recorded it. I just don't remember because let's call it long COVID because the government put it in me. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you there at all my shows, the few remaining ones on the Farewell for Now tour, and still submit for the trip around the world. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Ari Matti. And guys, go check out Ari Matti's. I mean, what's even his Instagram account? You got to go look at his website and then go. I mean, is it Ari Matti? What's his even Instagram? Ari Matti Comedy. ARIMATTI Comedy. Go there, 300,000 followers. And I'm trying to think how you can like barrage him with your own observations about this terrible, terrible website. Follow him on there for sure, but harass him as well. He's got to learn. That's crazy. They'll be okay. Leave a comment in the YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube, by the way. You Be Trippin Pod. Leave a comment about your particular fondness for how terrible, terrible, terrible that website is. What specifically do you find the worst? Leave a comment below. Subscribe on Spotify, wherever you're listening. Guys, I'm having a blast with this podcast, and thank you for tuning in. Until next week with Sam Talent. We'll be going to France, the countryside of France, not Paris. Until next week, bon voyage. Yeah, because there's no country, just visas. Welcome. Goodbye.